checkered haze, making that finish sound like a glory blaze. No room left, no time to breathe. Hammer down and never leave. Flaming Karma, burn it down. Flaming Karma, Sunday night all around. Motor Mouth broadcasting, call that race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming Karma, here we go. Here we go. When the truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming Karma, burn it down. Flaming Karma, Sunday night all around. Motor Mouth broadcasting, call that race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming Karma, here we go. Flaming Karma, here we go. ARCA smoking, truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pull you under. Flaming Karma, full send glow. Motor Mouth says, let's go. Ooh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta. Good Lord have mercy. I am happy to be right here in the South, Hampton, Georgia, Atlanta Motor Speedway, the legacy version for the All-Star Flaming Karma Doubleheader Series. The All-Star event is here tonight. Both of them, the ARCA and the trucks, going to take on the legacy version of Atlanta. Lot to get to, so we'll go ahead and get it going live here on Motor Mouth Broadcasting. Good evening, folks. Redneck announcer Jake Reeves, Big Jim Cunningham alongside. Jim, we got some news about how all this is going to work out. Obviously, they're finishing up practice right now. We got a lot of stuff to talk about because they're going 3-lap qualifying. There's a lot of points. There's all kinds of crazy stuff happening.
Oh, there is, man. It's good to be here with you tonight. And yes, I had started with my mic muted there. So, but yeah, no, good to be here. All-Star race, excited. Lots of different things going on. Super excited, which we'll cover all the points implications, which there actually are points implications that will apply to the regular season, and we will go over that. But we're just a minute or so here away from qualifying starting, so let's just talk about that first. They're doing a little bit different system here this week. We're going to do a Indianapolis style qualifying. They are going to run 3 laps each, and it is going to take the average of their lap time, all 3 lap times, and it will place them 1 through, I believe we have 12 cars tonight, and they will from there be split into 2 dual races. And if you're qualified first, you'll be in dual race number 1. If you qualify second, you'll be in dual 2, 3, you'll be back in 1, and so on.
Yeah, that absolutely, Jim. And with all that, obviously, they'll run through the duels, have their races, and then we'll get to 15 laps is what that dual race, both dual races will happen. They ain't going to worry about no fuel or nothing like that. But the All-Star event is where it's really going to kick off. That's when you got the 35 laps. And everybody's going to have to at least make a fuel stop because they ain't going to be able to make it on gas.
Jake,
the big part about it.
Hold on, let me interrupt you real quick before we get this qualifying going. I got a message this week from Russ Martin Jr., and he told me based on last week's race results, which he dominated that race, and he picked up a new sponsor this week, and he wanted me to give them a plug. So I'm going to do that. I believe we've got them right here on the hood of the car. If we take a look, let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. What is that? He picked up the Jake Reeves Redneck School of Erotic Racing. Man, that is a heck of a sponsor, isn't it?
I'll be damned. I've never seen that right there. Everybody's going to have to screenshot that. I cannot believe that. I am so embarrassed. But anyway,
you can go back to what you were talking about now. I had to get that in.
Even got the paint scheme purple.
He's got it going on, man. He messaged me, and we I won't say we collaborated on this, but no, we didn't really. No, he came. This was strictly his idea, 100%. As we see, the first and second laps are starting to roll in from these guys. They're flying by here. We'll focus on qualifying a little bit right now with Ryan Warp. His 2-lap average so far is the best.
Yeah, Martin actually sitting in second with Linder in third. Dustin Dory, Tiffany St. Jean sitting in the top 5 as the averages kick out. And now they're starting to actually come together with Warp. Linder there as well. Warp, actually, Martin and Jean, they're going to flip all over the place. I mean, literally, they're just bouncing around all over the place. The one thing about this, though, Jim, is this 3-lap qualifying, the top 6 drivers, you're eligible for bonus points out of all this. So, yes, points like you were talking about matters. Obviously, P1, they'll get 6, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you get 7th on down, well, you're screwed.
That's right.
As far as bonus points is. Yeah, but you get nothing. Duels is about the same thing as what it would be in qualifying, Jim. 6 all the way, or 1 through 6 gets the points as well. And, yeah, I mean, a lot of points. I mean, as you see it right there on your screen, and then you get the winner gets 6 bonus points. You get the whole deal, and so many points up for grabs here. That's crazy.
Yeah, let's try to summarize this for people. Okay, so inside of each All-Star event here for the ARCA race, you get points for qualifying, you get points for where you finish in the duel, and you get points for where you finish in the main event. Now, all of those totaled up will give you the total All-Star event points winner. The top 3 in that category will get 4, 3, and 2 points respectively to go towards a regular season points total. So we are actually racing for something here tonight, and that will go to your regular season points total. Also, the winner of the main event of the All-Star race, the 35-lap feature, will get 6 bonus points, but he is not eligible for the P1, P2, or P3 bonus points, so they can't double up basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're racing for the points and also racing for a $10 gift card to the Jake Reeves Redneck School of Erotic Racing, apparently. So that's what they're racing for.
What does $10 buy you at the Jake Reeves Redneck School of Racing, Erotic Racing? I'm not even sure. So let's see who is going to be let's see how our duels are going to break out here. So it looks to me like we're going to have Ryan Warp, Dorsey, Burgess, Custer, Miller, and Crystal in duel number 1, and Russ Martin, Timothy St. Jean, Cowart, Gerald Poole, and Linder in the second duel, if I've got that right here, as we're as well, we've still got time left on qualifying here. I don't know how much time he allowed, but we're all out of cars, so we get to chat during this. So let's see. We got chat going out there. If anybody in chat happens to have any questions, let us know, and we'll try to answer them anyway. Can't guarantee that we will.
Well, we try. I mean, that's the main thing about it. But what the deal of it is, Jim, is this being an all-star race, what a track to make it at. Because a lot of people, drivers, they would think, oh, well, this is going to be an all-star race. It's going to be one of those race tracks where it's just going to be like a new Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about? Right. Like a new Atlanta, a new super speedway kind of race at Atlanta, or a Talladega, Daytona, iRacing super speedway. Gerald Poole and everybody, all the admin said, screw that. We're going with something that you're going to have to learn how to drive. You're going to have to know what you're doing out here on the racetrack. And it is the old Atlanta, which, I mean, let's face it, Jim, me and you, we talked about this.
Oh, yeah.
I love both versions. Home track, everything else. I love both versions, the old and the new. But there's something about the old Atlanta that's still near and dear to my heart, because this is where you would see, drivers driving off into turn one doing 205 going off into turn one, and had to be careful if you didn't burn your tires up. You can burn your tires up quick. Yeah, no grip at all. None. At all. And check it out. Track temp, Jim, 107. Getting a little bit hot right there. I like it, baby. I love it.
That's what we talked about. We wanted to see let's take a look at the weather real quick. Yeah, we wanted to see that, didn't we? We wanted to see some high track temperatures out there. Make it good and slick. That's what it's all about. Could be interesting. By the way, I do want to mention that one of the cars that we're missing tonight is the rump shaker, and apparently he has shaken his rump too hard at some point in time along the way, and no, seriously, he's dealing with a couple of medical issues, and he's gonna sit out a few weeks and take care of that. I think he's gonna be around in the Discord and all that kind of stuff, and here, and we may even pull him into the booth here sometime tonight, possibly. But just wanted to give him a shout out, and hope he gets whatever it is he's got going on. Hopefully he gets that rump shaking fixed and can get back out there soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully we'll get to see him back out here on the racetrack one way or another. Well, Heat Race 1's ready to rock and roll. Heat 1 meaning dual one. So we'll set the scene for you for the first race of the evening. And, folks, there's a lot of racing that we got. We got duels. We've got then, obviously, the main event. And then, right after that, we get the trucks. They get their opportunity to do the same exact thing that we're going to see here with ARCA Cars here tonight. Ryan Ward, Russ Martin Jr., you can't make this up. Both of them up here at the front of the field, starting in row number 1, top 2 guys in the points here for the ARCA Series. Back in row number 2, that is where you will find Dustin Dory and Mike Burgess, 3rd and 4th respectively, here in row number 2. Flip-flop back to row 3, which is what it should be. And what's up, Jim?
Well, we've got all the cars in this race. I'm not sure what's happening there.
Well, not sure, but Cowart and Custer, they make up top 6. And then you got everybody else right behind them.
Yeah, I guess we're going to either run just one duel and just do one duel, or we're going to maybe run all the cars in 2 duels just for the heck of it.
We do it. Gerald Poe, Timothy Miller Sr. right there as well, with right behind them Stephen Linder, and to co-Crystal, Timothy St. Jean to follow up on the back end of all this. Andrew Schuler, he never did take a time, so he's still, or I guess actually, I think they're still waiting on him as of right now. He hasn't graded up yet, so maybe that's what they did, Jim. Maybe they flipped it, and they was like, okay, well, we got a little bit of a low car count. Screw it. Let's just run one duel. Set yourself up somehow, some way, maybe double the points somehow, some way to try to give some kind of incentive or something to try to help everybody out. Either that or they may run 2 straight races right here with everybody involved.
You know what? We're under We're under a pace lap here. Pull Gerald Poole down here and let's just ask him.
Oh, this ought to be good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what we got. Gerald Poole, baby, we got you up here in the broadcast booth real quick. Was there a rule change that kind of changed right here at the last minute to kind of get everybody out there instead of splitting up the duels?
No, sir. There seems to be some problem with the setup of the race. It was supposed to split the field up, but with this updates and stuff, the format apparently something switched around. So we'll just go with what we got. We got a 15-lap heat race here, and then we'll go to the feature, and we'll. Okay,
so we're just going to run one heat race then, and that'll be it then. We're not going to do two separate duels with everybody in both.
No, not that I'm aware of. But hey, I'm not sure what's going on because it didn't come up the way I wanted.
Well, you know what? Either way, we're going to have fun and enjoy it because it's an all-star race, and we are here at Atlanta.
10-4, guys. Getting ready to go green. Let's have fun with it.
All right, buddy.
All right, good luck, buddy. We'll send him on back up there. Obviously getting ready to go green here at Old Atlanta. Atlanta, back at it. Ryan Warp, Russ Martin Jr., Dustin Dory, Mike Burgess, Andrew Cowart, 15 laps here for the heat race. Green flag in the air. You got a virtual race, Jim. Hell with it. Let's crank it up here on All-Star Sunday night in Atlanta, baby. It out on the speedway, and we got a spinner back there in the back. Andrew Cowart, and the 556 goes around, and caution is out on the speedway. Bad as I gotta say this, Jim, I completely screwed up right here. I accidentally put Gerald Poole in the wrong damn chat, so I'm gonna have to throw him up there real quick. He was talking to Richie and Dan Tuma up there in the admin chat, and I accidentally put him in the Flaming Karma Racing chat. That's my fault, Gerald. I'm sorry about that. He's probably thinking, what the hell's going on? But anyway, Cowart goes around 556 area code for Flaming Karma. Instant replay will tell the guilty verdict.
Oh.
That did not happen when I was trying to move Gerald Poole around. I was not trying to move him around when that happened, just so you know.
No, he went to talk for his spotter, and his spotter wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because he was in the wrong. Of course, if he couldn't see Cowart there, that's his own fault. I got a feeling that had a whole lot more to do with the 108-degree track temperature and that car getting tight and pushing up the track on him right there.
I think he met in the middle. I think Cowart might have come down a little bit, Jim.
Now.
Seriously.
We're not going to do this right off the bat, are we?
I think so. Look at Cowart. Look at the gap. Look at the line.
Okay. You're right. Damn it. I hate when that happens, when you're right. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Look. It's my opinion. Could I be right? Could I be wrong? It's a good possibility. Look, this is the old Atlanta, folks. This is not the Quad Oval. This is not that Echo Park, which is not Echo Park. It's BS. It is Atlanta Motor Speedway. Screw the sponsorship on the track. It is the Atlanta Motor Speedway. This is at least my opinion. Now, granted, stuff changed. A lot of stuff changed, obviously, with the new of the version. All the way back 2021, obviously they had to repave it to make it the Super Speedway version. 24 degrees in the turns, 5 degrees on the straightaway. And, then obviously from 22, from the repave on, they basically bumped the quarters up 4 degrees, made it just a little bit steeper, but still 24 degrees is enough to make it happen here at, here at Atlanta. A lot of history has happened here. A lot of photo finishes has happened here. Super Speedway and Old Atlanta. A lot of great racing has happened here, and that's why this track right here is one of the best tracks. Either way, old or new, Jim, this is one of the best tracks that NASCAR even runs on right now, and I'm happy that it's in the pit state.
Absolutely is one of the best tracks, and it always has been. You know, you had to love this place. See if you can look on the rear quarter panel of Russ's car right here. Oh, you can't really see it. Dadgummit. It says on the he made.
Do I want to know?
No, he made a logo that it's me with a Motor Mouth Broadcasting hat on, giving a thumbs up, and it's Big Jim's School of Language 101 or something like that. And it says erotic and erratic and. Man, I tell you what, look, I tend to not take sides sometimes, but I absolutely, Russ Martin is now becoming one of my favorite people in all of sim racing. It's just great. I'm not really sure why we're just pacing. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go.
Poor Jim over here, he's loving this. He's loving every bit of it here tonight. And Atlanta, 10 laps to go here on the Tour heat race, rather. It's kind of a warm-up, if you will, Jim, but it's going to be paying out some points. Ryan Ward tried to get up on out of here. Russ Martin Jr. right up behind him. Dustin Dory, Mike Burgess, and Eric Custer in the top 5 out of all this. Joe Poole got kicked back to the back for having that issue, obviously getting around with Coward. Might have took the penalty himself and jumped it onto the backs. Now he's got to work his way. He's got Timothy St. Jean right here in front of him, as well as Timothy Miller and Andrew Coward as well. Front 3, though, is Wart, Martin, and Dory. They're trying to get away. Burgess trying to latch on with them.
He has latched on. I tell you what, man, I'm a big fan of that green Mountain Dew car. Of course, it's a big fan of the wall. Apparently, he just hit the wall pretty hard there. And Atlanta's not one of those places that you're supposed to do that, although old Atlanta, they did it a lot.
Yeah, they very much did, Jim. I mean, turn 4's not as bad as you would think it is. Turn 2's kind of the one that a lot of people have the issues with, kind of get a little slick over there. You're starting to see a lot of drivers, multi-groove the hell out of this place. I mean, top, bottom, up, down in the middle, wherever you saw it right there. Warp up top, and Russ Martin down on the bottom side, down in the cellar. Grandpappy has the move traffic. Granny way down in there. Warp going to throw the nose block or the arrow block on him, trying to drift Martin up the hill. I mean, you literally have 3-4 different lines that you can run at this old Atlanta Speedway. You got high side tickler line, cellar line, hot dog line. And if you even want to throw a 4th line in there, you can run the mustard line on top of the hot dog. Literally, you got to.
He's back on the track. Oh my God! Look at Poole go.
Gerald Poole barrel rolling, going middle way down the back end of turn number 3. Caution is out. Holy hell!
Well, we're gonna get.
Wow.
We're gonna get a couple looks at that. The first look we're gonna get is the. Let's see what happened here. So him and was it Dorsey? No, who did he get together with there?
Dory.
Yeah, Dory. Yeah, he did.
I believe so. It was him or Custer, one of the two. I think it might have been Custer, Jim, because the blue 69 might have been him. Could have been Dory. Both of them looked the same. I mean, it could have been either of them, one of them.
They do look the same. So, yeah. So let's see again what happened here.
It was Dory. 7.
Okay.
Yep.
And then he hit the wall hard, and then this right here. Holy cow. All right, folks. If you've been watching this channel long enough, you absolutely know what's coming next.
Yeah, right. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your ex-wives, and take a shot for Gerald Poole, because he just took one right there off of Mike Burgess. Right on board with Gerald Poole. Just listen to the impact, Jim. I mean, just how bad it is. I mean, he sees him. Just listen to this, folks. That's one of them kind of incidents that you can spill your beer on.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Literally.
Actually, he was spinning fast enough that centrifugal force might have held the beer in the can. We're learning a little physics and everything right here. going to be
Learning it all, baby.
Big Jim's School of Science next week. Who knew?
Everybody tuning in to the broadcast, they just tune in to see if they can learn something.
That's right.
Watch some good racing, some entertainment, and learn something. That's what everybody wants. What you're going to learn may help you out in your day-to-day life, but we don't know. We're just trying to help out the best that we can. Wart, Martin, Dory, Custer, and Leonard.
I want to look at the whole car. I want to go see what he's got on the car everywhere. It's not, So can we see anything from this angle up here?
Elevated performance.
The one I want to show, I can't get around to the side on them. I'm not skilled enough with these cameras, I'm not like your buddy Biggles or Omet, I just don't have it in me. Let's see. Maybe let's go back to the side shot one more time. See it on the back quarter there? Look at it. Big Jim's. See? I'm riding back there somewhere. You got to put me in a spot I can't show myself. That's the worst part. I'm ego. I've got a big ego. I like showing myself off. Not as much as I like showing the hood of that car off, though. That's my favorite part.
Oh, I'm sure.
There it is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Everybody knows he wins this.
All kidding aside, when he messaged me with this week, I swear to God, I near about soiled myself laughing so hard. It was so funny, man. Oh my God. And the worst part was I had to keep it a secret all week. And you and I worked together Thursday night, and I couldn't say anything.
How have you known about this?
Oh, since like Tuesday.
You gotta be.
No, I knew about it. Well, we were working together Thursday, and I didn't say a word. But if you remember, during the race, I did drop a hint. You remember during the race, I said something about and you're like, no, we don't want to talk about that. We don't.
I thought it was something else. That's my fault. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was something else. Anyway, 3 to go right here. Rod Warp. I already seen a couple of guys getting some wheel spin back there in the back. They're like Lender, maybe Miller Sr. Obviously, Jim, they've been out here on this old track surface.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's pitted. Nobody had to worry about that. And you're sitting right there with about 12 lap tires out here in old Atlanta. It will cause drivers to jump on the gas a little bit too much and get some wheel spin, but Rod Warp, Russ Martin Jr. able to fire off and get away. I'm going to assume they're teammates of Custer and Dory running the same damn paint scheme. They got to be. I mean, good God.
It's not the same paint scheme, though. But
we'll sort
that out. We'll sort that out. I mean, it's similar, but I don't know. We'll figure that out. Look at this here. Oh my goodness, Martin got into the wall.
That might be all she wrote, unless he might get lucky and get a caution right here. Ward tried to get up on out of here. Martin Jr. now going to have to worry about trying to defend for the second spot between Dory and Custer. Coward, though, the one that got spun around a while ago and got kicked all the way to the back with Gerald Poole having that contact. He's going to split the middle. 3 wide. Andrew Coward shoots the middle, tries to make it happen. Dory up top. Another spinning behind him. Linder goes around. Miller Sr. got into him. Still holding on to second. Dory down to the bottom to make the shot. Not able to do it. But Warp time. Ryan Warp. Damn, Dory gets spun. Got spun by Custer off of turn 4. Ryan Warp will win it. Russ Martin, Eric Custer, the top 3, as Dory got spun around by I'm going to assume his teammate coming off turn 4. Wow.
I don't know if they're teammates, but we will find out about that. But I thought it
won't be now.
You're right. That may be over now. Oh, well, that went quick. I was going to show the replay, but it jumped to a warm-up session. So I'm guessing this is a warm-up for your guess is as good as mine. Well, it's either a warm-up for another dual race, okay, which I'd be down for another 15-lap shootout. That was fun. I'd be okay with that. Or this is the warm up for the 35 lap feature. Either way, I'm good.
Yeah, very good possibility, Jim. Could be either way on that, but I mean, Ryan Warp obviously getting that win in that dual race. Now, odds are, obviously, the points is going to kick in at it, so he's going to get 6 points out of it, with Russ Martin getting 5.
Well, yeah, we can do this.
Custer
Look what we can do. We
getting
can do
the
that.
4th. There you go. We could do it that way. So, I mean, literally the top 6 drivers all the way down to Mike Burgess are going to get points, or point for that matter. 15 laps, 22 miles, more or less 22, 23. Anyway, no green flag lead changes. Ryan Warp led every single one of them, pretty much all the way down on the column as far as hard charger, most laps led and everything. So Ryan Warp, RMJ, Russ Martin Jr., Eric Custer, first, second, and third. And Coward, Timothy St. Jean, good drive back for Coward after the earlier spin around. Timothy St. Jean getting the 5th spot with Mike Burgess, Gerald Poole, Timothy Miller Sr., Stephen Linder, Dustin Dory, and Andrew Schuler coming home with obviously what they had right there out of that one. Schuler never even took a time out of it.
Mustangs that finished dead last. Every other car is a Chevrolet and one Toyota.
I think Custer done that on purpose.
And then 2 Mustangs down there finishing last.
Custer might have done it on
love
purpose.
for the
We got
Mustang,
him.
man.
Well, we got him in the waiting room waiting on us. Maybe that's what
Who's
this
in
10
there?
minutes may be for. So, yeah, we got Ryan Warp, Russ Martin Jr. and Custer in here. So we might could learn a little bit off of Custer if him and Dory was teammates or not.
Well, let's pull Ryan Warp in first, real quick. We got to make these quick, probably though.
Yeah, we'll bring him on up. Ryan Warp, obviously, buddy, you get the heat win. Congratulations on that. I mean, pretty much self-explanatory. Lead all the laps, hard charger, the whole 9 yards. You take care of it, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Wish I could win a points paying race instead of a heat, but whatever, I'll take it.
Well, all you got to do is win the main event. It pays points.
Yeah, it does. I know. Yeah, we'll see what we got, It's been a long time since running this track, man. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you look like you were struggling out there. Led every lap, fastest lap, sat on the pole. I'm not sure if there's anything you didn't accomplish in that first race, but yeah, I can see how you're struggling.
Well, I got Russ arrow tight and got him in the wall, so I accomplished that as well.
You did get him arrow tight and push him up into the wall.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't know. We'll see what the main event holds.
All righty, well, Ryan, buddy, we'll go ahead and let you let you jump on down there. We got 6 minutes left in this warm up. We got Martin and Custer to get to, so, buddy, good luck in the main event.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We'll let him slide on down there in the waiting room. We'll pull up RMJ, Russ Martin Jr. Good God, I cannot believe this is fixing to happen. But
it is fixing to happen here.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Russ Martin Jr. up here in the booth, buddy. You get second out of it. It ain't too bad. Did you learn something possibly
Russ,
for the main event later on?
Put the car on pit lane for me, Russ. Jump into the pit lane for me. There we go. There you go. Okay, now I'll figure out how to get the camera on it. But yes, now you can go ahead and do your interview, Jake.
I mean, not really. I mean, yes and no. I don't have pace at these D-type tracks. I mean, I struggled at Charlotte too when we were there. Probably my second worst finish outside of Daytona was at Charlotte. I mean, I'm just here right now, just running my line. I mean, Ryan will probably end up winning the thing tonight. I just want to stay with him to minimize the damage on my points lead.
There you have it.
Well, Jim.
So, you don't have any questions, Jake?
What the hell was the thought process in this?
The thought process was amazing, is what it was.
I know it was.
What's the matter, Jake? You don't like my new primary sponsor I picked up this week?
It's nice. Yeah. I mean, it was just, I'll say this. It was a hell of a surprise. I'll say that.
Well, and that's good, because that means Jim kept his word and didn't tell you. Because I didn't tell you. I had to tell somebody, and I'm like, this is I'm sending you this message in confidence that you won't say anything to Jake until I show up at the track with this. But I said, I damn near pissed myself when you said we're going to race erotic. And I go, what the hell? So then listen to that whole thing. And yep. And now
But it says above the window.
Now we're out here with the
Yeah,
Jake
time
Reeves
to race
School of
erotic, baby.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I love that. That is awesome. Well, make it erotic as you possibly can out there, Russ. Try to get something right here for the main event, buddy.
You need to screenshot the car all around for Jake and send them to him in Discord, so he'll have this forever because he needs to put this somewhere for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll take care of it.
Hey, buddy, thanks, and I appreciate the fun this week. This was hilarious, and I enjoyed it. I sure did.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's been a lot of fun putting this car together. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Jake's response was on the broadcast. I go back and watch that later tonight.
A whole lot of laughing. I'll say that. There was a whole lot of laughing out of this. I didn't think anybody would have caught that on the broadcast last week, and apparently everybody did.
Oh, brother.
Everybody caught that. Everybody caught it. So I'll know next time. We got the teaching school and everything. Russ, buddy, congratulations on P2. Good luck in the main event.
Thanks, buddy. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of the main.
Oh,
Damn, I cannot believe you did all this. Okay, so we'll bring Eric Custer on up here real quick, interview him real quick.
Yep.
Eric, buddy, you get P3 out of this. Last lap right there. Yeah, well, you and Dory, I mean, was y'all teammates? Or are you still teammates? I mean, what happened right there? Because it looked like you got into Dory and spun him around.
I don't think I touched him. It was somebody in front of me. I'm clean in this whole thing.
I thought personally, I was going to look at the replay. I thought it was Cowart that spun him.
It might have been.
But the session set so fast, I didn't get a chance to look at the replay. But I thought it was Cowart that spun him.
Well, it's what it is. Well, Eric, did you learn anything out of that heat race to where you can apply it for the main event?
Absolutely patience, because clearly it worked.
Yes. It did get you a third place out of it, didn't it?
Somehow, I the seas parted as like two cars or something like that spun in front of me, and there I go.
That's how it happens. Last lap at Atlanta in an all-star race. That's exactly how it goes right there.
There was somebody. I actually did end up in a drag race at the final stretch there for third. I beat the guy. I don't know who it was. Bad with names. I apologize.
Eric, I got one final one before we let you go because we're getting ready for the main event. Your take on the old Atlanta, new Atlanta debate. We've heard it, social media, you name it, pretty much all over the place. What's your take on old Atlanta, new Atlanta? Which one are you more fond of?
I like new, but that's because I've driven there more and it's full throttle and easier.
Full throttle and easier.
There you go.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that.
Sums it up in a nutshell.
Can't really do much else on that. Eric, buddy, good luck in the main event.
I appreciate it, you guys. Have a good one.
So I'm pretty sure that the guy he drag raced for third was Cowart, and I'm pretty sure that Cowart is the one who spun Dory as well. That's my take on it. I was going there with trying to get to the replay to look at it, and the session just reset so fast that I didn't get a chance to show the replay. I'm reading some of these chats in here. We got Rump Shaker in here. He said, "Let's get erotic." Now that's with a name like Rump Shaker, you can't be saying things like that. Not in public. They'll put you in jail for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. From erotic to a science project. Well, that's happened probably more than once in life, but that's another story entirely. We won't even get into that. Apparently, I'm going to have to do a spelling lesson, too, because Rump Shaker misspelled science there. And he says, 2 weeks, the old Rump Shaker will be back. Well, there we go.
Absolutely. Yep. Thank you very much for the comments, by all means.
All right. right, so we are gridding up here. So the question is, this is the main event we are gridding up for here, Jake. So we won. At least we now know what the status is. Let's take a look at this. It's probably going to be about the same results as the previous race, but let's run through it.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Warp won the heat race and already locked him up some points. He got the pole. Remember, he got the pole already, and he won that heat race. So if he does win this race, he will get the 6 bonus points for the season, and obviously the points that he collected in the duel and in qualifying, but he will not be able to be eligible for the total all-star event points. Actually, it doesn't make a damn. Whoever wins it, they're not in it as well anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But Ryan Warp try to get all the points that he can get out of this. Russ Martin Jr. will be starting his outside in the erotic Ranger or racing. Damn, you got me all messed up now. Anyway, Eric Custer, Andrew Cowart, 3rd and 4th. Ranger racing, whatever. Top drivers. Yeah, absolutely. Timothy St. Jean starting 5th with Mike Burgess. Saw him have his issues, was able to bounce back. He'll be starting 6th here in the main event here tonight.
He did the bouncing, but that's another story.
Yeah, he did. He bounced all the way down into turn 3, and he will start the main event in 7th with Timothy Miller Sr. starting in P8 out of all of this. Right behind them for the top 10, it's going to be Cole Crystal and Stephen Linder. They will be 9th and 10th respectively. And then Dustin Dory will start 10th in this one, 11th, He'll be starting 11th with Andrew Schuler beside him. Andrew Coward will be back there as well with the issues that they've got going on. Schuler, no showing on this one as well. But here we go, doubling up. Main event style, 35 laps right here, Jim. They're going to have to make a pit stop. They're going to have to take gas, tires, all that good stuff. It's all going to come into play, and it's all going to come to a head here at the All-Star for the ARCA Flaming Karma Doubleheader Series main event number 1. Uno. Going at it, Gakko restart zone, green flag back in the air. The main event for the ARCA Series is underway. Ryan Warp inside, RMJ to the outside. Side by side going into one, looking like it's pace lap style. Only thing is, they're going at 140, 150 mile an hour. We already got them up, sliding up into the wall. Timothy Miller Sr. getting up in the wall off turn 2.
Yeah, and looky here. Russ Martin jumped out there in front. Let's see what that clean air is going to do for that car out here leading this thing. We know he stayed behind Warp last time and struggled a little bit. Let's see if that clean air does him some good out there.
Let's see what he does is RMJ going to take it all the way to the high side tickler line. Warp going to take it down in the cellar. And Burgess going to run the hot dog, maybe the mustard line, going through 3 and 4. Front 3, or 1 and 2 rather. Front 3 have got up on out of here, left Miller Sr. and Custer to battle for the 4th spot. Miller up high, now Custer down low. Here comes St. Jean fighting hard, trying to make it up here inside the top 5.
Yeah, indeed he is. He really wasn't a factor in that in the dual race, but let's see what he can do here a little bit longer. Where his patience can pay off for him.
And the smart move here, Jim, honestly, with everybody having to make a pit stop here in the main event, the best option for these guys is to go around 17, 18, maybe undercut it, might go 15, 16, somewhere in that range. I would go around the middle portion of it to kind of help yourself, but some may try to go a little bit longer. The only problem is, like we've talked about before, Jim, it'll hurt them right there when everybody goes in. If they undercut them, it's going to hurt them at that point, but they'll be able to catch them on the back end with just how wore out this place can be. Well, and already you're starting to see the lap times already starting to slip down just a little bit.
Yeah, oh no, it's going to happen fast. But my guess is that we're going to see a caution here, and I think that that's probably going to dictate the pit stop cycle. If we get to 10 laps and the caution comes out, everybody's going to come, and that's going to be the end of that.
Very good possibility, but RMJ tried to take it on out to the front and try to get up on out of here, take what he can get. Down in the cellar he goes. Warp will follow, maybe a little bit higher line. Miller Sr. still rocking the high side with St. Jean lined up behind him. Now front two going to try to make it a race between themselves. Jim, we see this a lot right here with the front two guys in the points battling a lot here lately. You know, Russ Martin and Ryan Warp, and Warp talked about it. We talked to him right there at the end of the heat race that he would love to get him a points paid race. He got the heat race, but he wants to try to get this one right here and get the All-Star main event win. But he's got to go through RMJ to make it happen. Looking to the outside. He's got a nose going into one. They almost make contact going into one.
Russ tried to get up there and throw that block on him, I think, and he couldn't, but I think he scared him enough that it caused Warp to get out of it there a little bit, just a little. But looks like, now the momentum's going to carry him on around here. Yep.
Able to hit that high side takeover line in 1 and 2. It always works out. Now he'll slide right up in front of RMJ. Warp Time will take over the race lead. Martin Jr. will get kicked back to second. Timothy Miller Sr. still riding in the third spot. He's pulled away from Timothy St. Jean just a little bit. The two Tims going for the third spot. But now Miller Sr. is starting to get up away from the fourth spot and try to make it a 3-horse race at the front. He's still got a little bit of ground to make up. He's got to get right there. No, he is there now. Warp still leads coming around this time to start lap 9, and Martin Jr. is all over his back door trying to mess him up any way that he can.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem here is the line that Russ Martin wants to run is he wants to take it down low and then just kind of wash up the track, just let it track all the way across the track. The problem is he can't do that because Warp is out there on that outside line, and he's causing him to pinch his car off, and you can watch it and see him lose momentum. As soon as he starts to come up, you can see him. He tried to hold it down on the bottom there all the way, and he didn't get as close that time. But I think when he lets it walk up the track like that, he has to pinch it off, and as soon as he does, you can see it just chops his momentum.
Yeah, pinching it off the best that he possibly can. Will Warp up on the top side. Martin right behind him as well. Now Miller Sr. took a sniff of the battle for the lead. He falls back into the clutches of Burgess and St. Jean. Now Custer going to jump up into this mix as well, making a 4-horse race for the third spot. Burgess down to the inside. He was the one that took the hellacious hit to the inside, knocked the whole front end off that number 82 Mountain Dew Chevy. Now he's going for the third spot with Miller Sr. up top. Custer trying to go after St. Jean off turn 2.
Yeah, we got battles all over the place here, man. We got battling up there for the lead, although they kind of separated here for a split second. But yeah, this is they're racing all over the place out here.
All over the place. This is what you get when you go to Old Atlanta. This is what the fans have looked at and watched for so many years. All the way. I mean, literally what they have watched here at this great, great track. All the way to 97 when they had it mixed up with a quad oval when it was kicking. And Coward gets sideways off the 2, able to hold on to it. And now he's going to clip the apron. Now he's a little bit progressive on the apron, slides it, gets it sideways back on the racetrack, and we're staying green with 23 to go.
Yeah, he'd have been better spinning that thing, I think, if I'm being honest. Oh, well, there we go. There it is.
Nicole Crystal hard down into him, hard on the outside rotated wall. Coward goes for a spin of the grass. Caution is out.
Well, pit stops are going to be aplenty right here.
Yeah.
So I want to go back and kind of look at, not from that angle. So, okay, so she just got through the tri-oval there, or the dog leg there, and just kind of lost it and got into the wall and then bounced off the wall and ended up getting Coward, who was still trying to recover from his incidents. Then she almost got taken out by the pace car there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to see pit stops aplenty right here.
And Jim, for some of the folks out there, they may be looking, possibly thinking, watch it here live on Motorbath Broadcasting. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. But
please, yes.
A lot of drivers, a lot of fans out there may be thinking, well, hell, he was able to get back on the track. why couldn't he just go ahead and just hit the gas and carry on? You got to understand the grip level that is here at this place. Is you start to see everybody obviously coming in and getting 4 fresh tires and going to fill it up with fuel. But the grip level here at the old Atlanta, not new, but the old Atlanta, how it was and how it is here on iRacing, is so drastic with just how much grip you have, especially out there running straight on 12, 13 laps, just absolutely booking it. The tires is going to start to wear out so much that it's going to take a little bit to get yourself back in, especially going through the dog leg where you're still turning and all that. It's still kind of a rough deal.
I was wondering if Russ Martin might have tried something stupid like 2 tires here but oh wait a minute, no! I thought he was gonna beat him off pit road there for a second. But again, they're going to be side by side either way, so. And I'm not sure that the low side is the side you want on a restart here. You carry that more momentum on that high side, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's probably what Warp may end up doing is taking the top side here on this restart if he's able to be able to or take whatever lane he wants to make it happen. So we'll see what Warp does. He may take the bottom, may stick with it and just keep it going down there as well. And we'll see what happens out of all this and see if something can happen and help himself. As Nicole Crystal, you saw her take that impact a while ago. She's able to get the wave around right here. She was able to jump down, get service, and looks like she may be able to take the wave around and get herself back on the lead lap, or maybe. Yep, that's exactly what she's going to do. So they're doubling it up for this restart right here, Jim. And it's like you said, I mean, we're already 15 laps into this thing. I'm like you on this one. I think we're going to be green unless caution happens or something crazy happens. Everybody's got their gas. They got their tires. I don't think anybody else is going to make any pit stops throughout this event right here.
Well,
I think it's pretty much gassing it and going.
If we get a caution with I don't know 5-7 to go, something like that, I tell you what, I might come down and throw some tires on if I'm not in that top 2 or 3 up there.
Hell, in the top 5. If you're not in the top 5 at that point and you get you about a 5-lap dash to the end, you damn right you come down and you get 4 fresh tires.
Well,
and
I mean,
maybe gas, maybe not.
No,
it just depends on the handling.
Yeah, well, now that's true. But, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I have to say, I don't really want to see a caution, but yet I think that would be really fun to see who's going to come get tires and who's not as we go back green here.
Going back green here at Atlanta with 19 laps to go.
Russ
Martin Jr. did not get the jump he wanted. Now Burgess going to fall into his clutches and go side by side with him off turn 2. Warp able to get away with it. Custer's going to go to 4th. Maybe go to 3rd as he takes a run on the outside, gets the draft off RFJ. Eric Custer going to go to 3rd right here as they work their way off of 4.
Yeah, Martin did recover from that, but he definitely did not get the jump that Warp got there for sure.
Working their way now. Here comes RMJ, going to work his way down to the inside of Warp, not able to make it happen. And he'll fall right in behind him as well. Here comes Burgess with Custer side by side. Nope, Custer will get away and try to make it happen. Miller Sr. hard send on the outside lane. Maybe looking 3 wide. Custer damn near gets stuck in 4, almost 3 wide. Custer stuck in the middle. Now he'll fall back. Jump back up on the outside. Burgess down low. Linder now jumps up into the middle of this. Miller Sr. jumps it up on into the outside rotated wall. Still on the wall. May fall in the clutches of Dory as Custer tries to get up on out of here as they are still chasing the front 2 of Ryan Warp and Russ Martin Jr.
Yeah, they are. And, man, I tell you what, that's some hard racing back there. That 73 bounced off the wall a couple of times there.
Look at Dory right here, or Custer rather. Eric Custer, 69, trying to mix it up. Good old 69 for you here tonight on a Sunday night Flaming Karma. How about you? Custer down low, not able to make it happen. Outside lane will prevail. Martin gets a run, dives it down to the inside. Work tried to block on him, not able to do it. Burgess sideways through 3 and 4 slides up. Linder goes by, Miller goes by, everybody going by as Burgess hard down on the apron. Save it. We get spinners up at the front. Linder hard in the outside retaining wall, and caution is out.
All right, let's see what happened here. Now we know we saw what happened to Burgess. We rode along for that whole episode, but let's see what happened. Let me get off this camera with Linder up here after they got by Burgess. Oh. The 73 again into the wall and hard off into Linder this time. Man.
Yeah, 73 of Miller Sr. bouncing it off the outside retaining wall. Hard impact sends Linder around. Might have saved Mike Burgess right there from losing everything because he had lost a lot of spots, Jim.
Yeah.
That's going to help him out tremendously to get this caution to help himself. And we got pit stops, Jim.
Yeah, not surprising. Obviously, Miller is going to come in. He's tore up. Burgess done burned them tires up good with all them slides he was doing. Poole is in. Timothy St. Jean is in. We're at lap 21. Yeah, this is kind of what I would have expected, but I'm not going to lie to you. If this happens again, I think we might see some of these front runners come in and get tires because the fall off has been pretty tremendous.
It always is when you go here to Atlanta. I mean, just with the grip level and the tire wear and everything that you can come out of this, Jim, it's crazy just how much wear happens on these tires. And we'll see what these guys decide to do right here. Is Ryan Ward, Russ Martin Jr., Eric Custer, Dustin Dory, Andrew Cowart, the top 5 as we're getting ready to come back and double them up.
Yeah, I think that the fall off from the gain from having fresh tires will make up for the spots you lose if we get another caution later in this race. Because you're only worst case scenario, you're going to start as 11th or 12th on the field. I mean, in a double file situation, that's only 6 back from the leader.
It may work out for them. I mean, Jim, they can ride that high side tickler line and just gas up and go here. I mean, you ain't got nothing to lose. You already pitted. You got tires. You're going to be on 10-lap fresher tires than some of these guys, and they were booking it for those whole 10 laps.
The lead car that got tires there is Gerald Poole, but on his outside is Burgess. So Burgess is on that high line up there with fresh tires. I'll be curious to see how this works out.
Yeah, it may work out pretty good for him right here to make something happen. But up front, Ryan Ward, Russ Martin Jr., they've been basically battling each other for the whole race right here, Jim. It's going to be a hell of a battle right here between two of the top guys here in the points coming into tonight.
Let's crank it up. Let's crank it up.
Let's do that. Let's get ourselves lined up. Hell, let's do it right now before the restart. Let you get the full feel of these guys. Remember, up front, these guys, top 6. Remember, they did not pit. So watch for the wheel spin and listen to the thunder here for ARCA Series with Wayman Karma, folks. We got some hard impacting going on here. Custer, Coward, big spin, big lifted. One of them went up into the air. Might have been Coward. Crystal got involved as well, and caution is out once again.
Well, they just don't want to let us have our crank it up tonight, do they?
No, they damn sure don't, Jim. But, I mean, these guys, some of these guys that stayed out, Custer, Coward, Crystal, old tires is what got involved in this one right here. You see the impact, you see the sliding, you see all this going on, riding on board with Eric Custer right here. Just hard impact for some of these guys getting involved. Check it out.
that was Cowart that got him, wasn't it?
Could have been Cowart, could have been Custer coming over, maybe trying to throw the block. May have to get another angle and look at it, maybe see maybe one more shot of it, maybe. But I think they was both kind of meeting in the middle, Jim, maybe not. You see Cowart gets the run. I think maybe Custer was coming over trying to put the block. Damn, he got nailed straight in the back end, and Crystal just sent him all the way to the moon.
Oh. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was very unprofessional of me, but I have to say, when a guy who owns a racing school called the Jake Reeves Redneck School of Erotic Racing says somebody got nailed in the back end. All right. Well, let's take a look at that incident maybe from the chopper.
This stuff writes itself, Jim. It really does.
It does write itself. Yeah, I mean,
Once again, yeah.
I agree. I think he came up on Cowart as much as anything there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it was. I mean, Cowart, he had the run off of two, sent it on the outside. Custer just tried to make the block, wasn't able to make it happen. Not sure why you would make a block in that particular instance, Jim, with somebody moving that fast with that much of a run coming off of two. I mean, I'm curious as to why he made that move.
If we're blocking for first place, okay, maybe I can understand that, you know.
Sure.
But not back mid-pack, you know. I mean, just make it up. Just drive, you know. You got plenty of time. Just let it happen. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Now let's see. We are at lap 26. It's going to be. I don't know, man. If I'm one of those leaders, guys up there right now, I might have come and take tires right there.
Well, I mean, there was only three of them up at the front: Ryan Warp, Russ Martin Jr., and Dustin Dory. That drivers that are kind of on those old shoes. So we'll see how it'll work out for them. The first one on fresh tires is going to be Gerald Poole. He will be in the outside lane. He's starting at the fourth spot. So we'll see how that'll work out for him. Timothy St. Jean to follow in that top five. Hey, folks, real quick, great sponsor right here with Flamin' Karma. NavyJoe.coffee is the website, Navy Joe's Coffee. Go over there, check their website out. Good stuff all around. I've been checking it out as well. Make sure you let them know that Flamin' Karma sent you with the code Flamin' Karma. Not all one word, Flamin' space Karma. It is with a G. Make sure we get my vocabulary lined up with that. You get 10% off your discount over at NavyJoe.coffee. So make sure that you're hauling acre over to the website, just like Mark Dantuma would be, and hook yourself up. Getting ready for a restart here for the Flamin' Karma ARCA Series. It is 9 laps to go. Old Shoes is showing right there with Dory. Spun the tires on the start. Warp able to get away. Here comes Gerald Poole, owner of Flamin' Karma, the man, the myth, the legend. Jim, he's going for second. He's able to make it work.
That's them tires, man. I tell you what, I still believe that was the strategy. And we see 73 continuing his journey all over the racetrack, including the walls, the infield, and everywhere else.
Hitting every damn thing but the pace car, trying to make it happen is Timothy Miller Sr., but not able to do it now. Able to stay off of Timothy St. Jean. Now Martin Jr. holding down the third spot. Here comes Gerald Poole down to the inside. Will he be able to make a charge on Ryan Warp? Not able to do it this time. Martin Jr. up top. Here comes Dustin Dory down to the inside. Takes a shot, tries to make it happen with Mike Burgess. Burgess on new shoes as well. Watch out for the 82, trying to mix it up. Poole now tries to put the block on him. Martin Jr. able to get back by as 1-2 is Warp and Burgess, or 1-2 is Warp and Martin rather. Burgess is the one bouncing it off the outside rotated wall with Dory.
Yeah, to be honest with you, if it was Russ Martin that had those new tires on there, it'd be a different story. I don't think Gerald Poole, as we see the 73 going around back there, big wreck back there in the back. Oh, another big shot, man.
And Mike Burgess again.
How many shots is Burgess going to take off the wall tonight? Holy cow, man, that's another big hit.
Yeah, he might be swapping the Pepsi when this thing's all said and done. Hard impact. You saw Burgess kind of get up into the wall. Miller Sr. was already coming up, Jim. I think he was already going to come up and clean him out, but Burgess was up in the wall before, Miller Sr. even got to his door and even started to initiate the contact. Burgess was already up there. He was pretty much screwed from that point. Then Miller Sr. just steps him up into the fence, comes across his nose, and it was game over for Burgess at that point. Once again, he hit the wall. Miller Sr. there as well. Cowart gets involved with Linder getting involved as well. And then Burgess basically just wasn't able to hold on to it, finishes it off on the inside rotated wall. Hard impact for 4 drivers right there. One of them who was up at the front and looking to possibly get him a podium finish. That's Mike Burgess, and that's who you're riding on board with right here. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Bam!
Yes, that's a shot, man. All right, well, we got some takers on pit road again.
Gerald Poole, Andrew Cowart, Stephen Linder, Timothy Miller Sr. coming down, obviously, with Mike Burgess. He was trying to make it down pit road just to handle it. He's just gone in that 82. He's not able to make it work. But eventually finds his way down to pit road with no front end on it. What is curious for me, though, Jim, is Gerald Poole coming down and making that pit stop here with 4 laps to go.
Yeah, he's going to get some absolutely fresh tires out there.
Yeah, but Jim, he's going to start in the 7th spot. That's what's going to throw me off a little bit out of it.
Watch where he ends up when this is all said and done. And let's bear in mind, where did Gerald qualify in this thing overall? I mean, he was a mid-pack car, right? Right about where he's at right now, actually, is about where he qualified at. Watch where he ends up. I'm telling you, if I'm Russ Martin and Ryan Warp has pretty much owned me all night long, I would have come got tires right there. I'd have chanced it. I know why he's not, because he's trying to maximize his point gain tonight. But if I'm Russ Martin right there, I come get tires. I come get tires the pit stop before, actually, with 10 to go. That's when I came in, because they started back with 8 to go. That's when I'd have come got me some tires. Because Russ ain't had nothing for him all night. He's only been ahead of him one time, and it didn't last more than a couple of laps. If it's me, man, I'm coming to get me some tires right there, and I'm going to see if I can do it on strategy, since I don't quite have the pace to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find a different way to make it work. Sometimes you just ain't got the pace, but you can pull the strategy and have that shot.
With the tires here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, at this point, these tires are worth 2 seconds a lap, almost a second and a half a lap.
The only thing that gets me is the Gerald Poole pit right now, because granted, it's going to be 2 laps to go, and obviously we've got green, white checkers and all of that could come into play and kind of help himself out of this. But he's got to go through 6 drivers in 2 laps. It's possible, but then he got the first 2
he's going to win the race with those tires, but he might get a top 2 or 3 out of it because of those new tires, which he would not have gotten if he didn't take tires.
Good possibility. Here we go. Back at it. Remember, green, white checkers is available if need be. We're already spinning tires on a start. Ryan Ward able to gas up, get up on out of here. Dorian Custer, the teammates, still teammates from what we understand. They're going to go for the 2nd spot. Martin Jr. up top. Here comes Gerald Poole, the freshest set of tires that they have in the top 6. Trying to make one last-ditch effort and try to make something happen, but it's Ryan Ward going into turn 3.
Yeah, Poole got blocked there hard on the bottom, so that really slowed him up, but he's still going to make up some spots here with these tires, but not as much as he could have if he'd have been on the outside there.
RMJ up into the wall with Timothy St. Jean riding in the 3rd spot. Dory with 4th, but white flag is in the air, bell lap, and here we go. Ryan Wood on top. RMJ down on the inside lane. Russ has got one more shot, and he's got to make it happen in 3 and 4. Ryan Warp still holding on to the lead, going into 3 and 4, down into 3, down in the cellar. Warp is there. Gerald Poole sending it on the outside, trying to make it to the podium, not able to do it. Ryan Warp literally waxing him here tonight for the All-Star for the ARCA Series. He wins the main event Russ Martin Jr. comes home second. Timothy St. Jean gets the third spot with Dustin Dory and Gerald Poole finishing for the top 5 here for the main event for the All-Star here for the Flaming Karma ARCA Series.
Well, Gerald's tire strategy really bit him there, not because he took the tires, but he twice on that after that restart, he went to the bottom and got blocked down there by 2 cars, and then he tried to go to the high side and got blocked again. And so it didn't work out for him, but I still advocate that was the proper strategy there. At least in my opinion, I still think that was going to be the best strategy. Let's get these results up real quick for everybody here, and then we'll pull them in here for a quick interview.
Yeah, we'll see what we got. Ryan Warp leading 15 laps, the most laps, or 29 laps rather, the most laps led here for the main event. And but he didn't get the fastest lap. Steven Lindner was able to get that one with the 29.728. He did get the pole, though. Ryan Warp did. Dustin Dory with the hard charger for 35 laps of 53 miles, more or less, with 2 green flag late changes between 2 different drivers with 4 cautions of 11 total laps. With Ryan Warp winning the race, Russ Martin Jr. will finish second. Timothy St. Jean will finish third. Keep in mind, though, folks, Ryan Warp, he's going to get the 6 bonus points, but he's not going to be able to get those extra season bonus points for the All-Star, for the total All-Star event points, what we talked about earlier, because of
Russ
him
Martin
winning the race. I'm sure it will be Russ Martin, so he will get those 4 points available to him. Finishes second. Dustin Dory will get 4th. Gerald Poole will get 5th. Mike Burgess 6th. Eric Custer 7th. Andrew Cowart will get 8th. Timothy Miller will get 9th, and Stephen Lindner will get 10th. Nicole Crystal and Andrew Schuler, the 11 drivers rather, Andrew Schuler just stuck around and watched and seen what was going on. Well, I believe we just talked to him just a second ago.
We did.
We'll bring him up here. Mr. Ryan Warp. Warp time in the house. Milwaukee Brewer. He's got to change that. Anyway, Ryan, buddy, congratulations on the win here tonight, buddy. What a race. Pretty much dominated the whole evening for the All-Star race. I think this would have covered it for a points race like you were talking about. I think he got you one here tonight, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I wish it was a not the All-Star race, no, the points race, but I'll take it. And I am not changing this Milwaukee Brewers thing. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, everybody's entitled to have bad taste. No, I'm kidding. I don't
Hey.
No, man, congratulations. Yeah, I mean, it's not a full points paying event, but it was a lot of fun, and you do pick up some bonus points tonight, and you did gain a little bit on Russ. So it's all good in the end, and and you're going to get yours before it's over with this season. I have no doubt. You plenty of them, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I said before, I haven't raced here in a long time, and yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. Battled with Russ. I thought Gerald was gonna win it there towards the end. He came flying up there out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I think that he pulled the right strategy in going back in and getting tires on that second run. That last the green white checker run, he got blocked twice with new tires. I think if he would have caught a free line around that outside, I think y'all might have had some company up there at the front. I speculated in myself that if I'm Russ Martin, who really didn't have anything for you tonight, he was clearly the second best car in the field, but I think overall tonight you obviously had the best car in the field, tonight. If I'm Russ, when it was 10 to go there, I'd have come and got me some tires, and I'd have tried some strategy on you to see if I could make it happen that way.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to do it. I kept telling my buddy, I was like, someone in the top 5 here is going to pit, and then it's going to be over, and I was like, I don't think I could pit. And then Gerald pitted at the end, the last caution, it came out 5th. I'm like, man, I think maybe I should have pitted, but hey, it all worked out, man.
Yeah, it did, and what a fantastic finish for you tonight. Good, dominant night, really. I mean, across the board, man. You dominated every aspect of this All-Star event tonight, and yeah, congratulations to you for that.
Yeah, thanks. It's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. Ryan Warp, buddy, you get the win here tonight. If you got any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to thank before we let you go?
Navy Joe Coffee for sponsoring us. I had DJ Kinner. He was helping me out, crew chiefing and spotting for me. Thank him and all my family and friends that are watching. And you guys for broadcasting this, and, Gerald and Mark and Richie for being admins and running this whole deal. I really enjoy doing this.
Ryan Warp comes home with the win here tonight, buddy. Congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Ryan Warp. Comes home. He pretty much waxes everybody here tonight. Makes it happen. We'll go to the second place finisher, which is RMJ, Russ Martin Jr. Russ, I got to ask, but I mean, you're right there with about 10 to go. Was we thinking to possibly make an erotic move to come down and get 4 fresh tires to maybe have a shot to try to go up against Ryan Warp, or did it not cross your mind at that point?
No, it definitely did. I was telling my spotter that too. I said if we got another, I can't remember what caution it was, but I said something to him about, I was like, if we get another quick caution, would it potentially be worth it to come down and take tires and have the fresh tires? And then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, no, it's really not, because even with the fresh tires, there was just nothing on the bottom. Like, like I was telling the guys in the waiting room, I said it kind of played out like it did for me in Chicagoland, where as long as you don't move off the top, you're not losing the lead. And I knew that's what Ryan was doing, and I was perfectly content and fine with finishing second to him in this. Like I said, just kind of managing that damage on the points. And
see, well, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion. If I'd have been your crew chief, I'd have told you to come get some tires with 10 to go. And the reason that you didn't in the long run was because you were worried about minimizing the damage. And, had you taken tires and been back at 5th or 6th place, your results could have ended up a lot worse if you'd have got caught in a crash. And I get that. Yep. But, the worst situation that you were going to end up in was a 6-point deficit tonight. That was the worst it could have been.
Right. Yeah. And that's kind of how I came into it. I just said, like I said, number one, I wasn't really comfortable here. Like I said, after the heat race, I have issues finding speed at these D-shaped ovals. So, as I said, I was like, 6 points is all I'm going to lose max. If Ryan wins, then I, don't get anything. So that's why it was my mentality of just minimizing that damage, not killing my stuff, So, I mean, I'll take the 2-point hit there, and we'll go into next week still 10 points up.
There you go. That's right. And, good job with that. But I'm telling you, if I'd have been your crew chief, I'd have been your ear barking about them tires, because I personally think that if you'd have taken tires with 10 to go, well, because we came back with 8 to go on that after that caution. I think if you'd have come back with fresh tires with 8 to go, I think you could have won this race. But that's speculation at this point. But if I would have been your spotter, I sure would have been barking that in your ear.
Yeah, like I said, it's hey, as I said, I'm more than happy with the second place. Like I said, I'll take that any day of the week at a track like this, where normally I run like absolute dog crap. And like I said, we'll move on to New Hampshire next week.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a track that fits you for sure. All right, yeah, go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, damn sure could. RMJ, Russ Martin Jr. will come on with a P2 here tonight. Russ, you got any sponsors, dare I ask, and any shout-outs that you want to take before we let you go?
Yeah, I mean, as always, I got to take my teammates back there at Elevated Performance. I mean, John, he actually showed up tonight, was spotting for me until he had to leave to go run a race of his own. You guys up at the broadcast booth for putting on a hell of a show each and every week. I say it every time I come up here. I love going back and watching them, especially cannot wait to go back and watch the one here tonight. Gerald and everybody here at FKRL for putting this on, giving us a platform to race on. Definitely got to give a big shout out to my new primary sponsor out there, Jake Greaves, Redneck Racing School, and Big Jim's Language 101. Maybe maybe we can work out a deal, bring this old car back out on the track some point this season.
Sounds like a plan. Russ Martin Jr. P2 here tonight. We'll see what you can do at the Magic Mile next Saturday night, buddy. Appreciate your time. Good, and congratulations.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you next week.
That was Russ Martin Jr. Man, trying to get something working right here, Jim, one way or
Yes,
another.
we might.
Have to figure something out. Timothy St. Jean coming home with a P3. The fallout to the crawl out, baby. He gets him another one. Timothy St. Jean, podium finish 2 weeks in a row, getting the win, or the third place finish here tonight. Talk us through it, man. I mean, wild all-star race. Your take, buddy.
Well, the race was exciting. That high line was really fast. So the only way you were getting by him is if he makes a mistake and rub the wall. I mean, I tried everything just on the low line to get by people, and it's so hard.
Do you think that coming in and getting tires when you did was helped you end up finishing third, though? Those
Yes,
fresher
yes.
tires, yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a factor there.
With the fresh tires, couldn't make anything happen on the low side, though, even with those fresh tires?
No, the high line has a really fast run coming off the corner. So even when you're low, you got to lift so you slide up into the high line. So when you're lifting, the high line gain you speed.
Well, I tell you what, man, you've had 2 awesome finishes in a row, and I'm not sure where this is going to put you for tonight as far as the bonus points situation. That we'll have to wait and get till everything gets tallied up for that. But either way, though, good finish tonight, great finish last week, and I don't want to harp on anything or anything like that, but I do want to just send you our condolences, and our prayers are with you and your family, buddy.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, guys. I race here, Jim, Jake, just to have fun. I mean, that's what my entertainment is for the evening, is just to race and have fun with these guys. And I have a lot of good racing here.
Yeah. We enjoy having you, and and again, we're glad to have you here. And man, again, I don't want to get too into this because it'll make me get emotional. But again, just man, we're glad to have you, and our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Timothy St. Jean comes home with the P3 here tonight. Timothy, buddy, congratulations on the P3. Appreciate your time. You got any other sponsors? Any shout-outs that you want to thank?
Yes, sir. Nuka-Cola, of course, and of course the Vault Tech.
Attaboy.
Vault
Yeah.
Tech, that's right.
Yeah, Vault Tech for keeping us around, after everything's going on. And of course the FKRL for putting these series on. It's really great of them to do this.
Man,
50 St. Jean, baby.
got him a winner, man. Two podiums in a row. I mean, what can Vault-Tech complain about?
Exactly.
You're getting some extra Nuka-Cola when this is all said and done right here, Jim. Timothy St. Jean with a P3 here tonight, buddy. Congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you in New Hampshire next week.
Thanks, guys.
That was Timothy St. Jean. Man,
goodness,
I got to
that's
figure
fun.
out a way. Well, actually, I think the dog's already on the car, actually, Jim. I think the dog's already on the car, the little dog, dog beat.
Yeah, he is on the car.
There, yeah. I figured he was on there. Well, Jim, buddy, ARCA race is in the books. We got the trucks next. Your final take here on the ARCA race, buddy.
Man, it was a lot of fun, man. Like I said, I really wish I would have been on Russ's pit crew there, because I would have sure been in his ear for them tires. I would have loved to have seen if that would have worked. And I hope if we get that same scenario in the trucks tonight, I hope somebody's watching this and realizes that may be a great strategy. And I see we got Gerald Poole down here in the waiting room now. I don't know. Let's pull him in. I do want to talk to him for a split second real quick, but I want to make sure that he may have some announcement about what's coming next. So let's pull him up real quick just to see.
All right.
Hey, Gerald, we saw you down there. I just wanted to pull you up real quick and first see if you had any announcements that you wanted to talk about for the truck race, or were you just in here to chat with us for a second?
Oh, I was cussing the guys that didn't stop for tires after I did on that last night.
Okay, well, since you're here, and I will hit on that real quick, I think that you made the right play, man. Both times you stopped for tires. I think you did it at the right time. I think I was watching you because I thought it was a strategy. I was saying it the whole time. You got blocked twice on that last little green, basically green white checker run that we had there. You got blocked on the low side early in that run, and then you tried to swing it up to the high side, and they kind of drifted up in front of you on the high side too, and kind of held you up. And the results didn't show up, but I really believe that that was a strategy, and I hope that somebody's listening and tries that in a truck race, because I think Russ Martin could have won this race if he'd have pitted when you did for tires with 8 to go.
I think the next to last time, I shouldn't have pitted the last time. But I thought that when I ducked in and only the top 2 were left on the field, that the rest would follow me in, and I got past the cones, checked my speed, looked in my rearview mirror, and it's like, there's nobody there. I'm going to the back again. And I wish the last caution hadn't occurred, because I think I had 10 lap better tires, and I was faster. I darted out there real quick and then kind of had to reel it in, because honestly, with on the inside, the first lap was really sketchy. You had to get some heat in those rear tires. And the second lap was really the only lap where you could go low and pass people. And then you had to find a spot to let you go outside just to give the tires a little bit of relief. But it was fun. I had a shot. I needed the 6 points, but I didn't get them. I didn't even get any tonight. But it was a fun race. And no, as far as the truck race coming up, no, there's not going to be a change. It'll be
okay.
The biggest thing will be how many trucks shows up, because for some reason, the iRacing setup did not split the field. But since the last update and some of these patches,
it's been sketch for sure.
And I was working on it yesterday, and even getting in to edit a session was a nightmare.
Yeah, I have a problem where it won't load sessions. Like when I go to load in, I have to close iRacing and reopen it just to load into the race. It's just something weird going on. But I do want to ask you, have you recently picked up a chiropractor sponsor? Because you probably could use one after that ride you took in the dual race there. That was a bit of a ride you had there.
I did go get checked out at the medical center, and they said I'm not any crazier than I was before.
I don't know that that's possible. I don't think there's a hit hard enough out there that can make you any crazier.
And I saw that. I saw that happen from a straight stretch away, and I saw the car go to the inside, and then, the way it happened, there was no way his brakes were going to stop whatever happened. And I saw him bounce off the wall, and I saw him rolling out, spinning out and spinning out and spinning out. And I said, I think I can make that. And then I think I got probably about 40 yards away, and it's like, no, I'm not going to make it at all.
I'm going to quote a racing driver that everybody here in NASCAR may not be familiar with, but I'm sure a lot are, and it's a gentleman who's passed away now. It's by the name of Ayrton Senna, and he was quoted one time as saying, if you see a gap and you don't go for it, then you're no longer a racing driver.
I would agree with that. Although with these stock cars, man, there's sometimes you can poke your nose into some really stupid places.
Yes, well, of course, that was in response to a question saying that he had hit more cars in 3 or 4 years in his career than some drivers hit in a lifetime. So I don't know that was, But anyway, we'll let you go. We're going to get ready to roll over to this next session here, and looking forward to see what these trucks are going to do. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, we're still compiling the points as far as the extra bonus, but right now it looks like
obviously Russ is going to take the P1 spot.
The top spot, and right now it looks like Well, I got to.
We can save that and announce it at the beginning of the truck race. So yeah,
we got some time. We'll get to that then. I've said I got it written all down, so we'll get these tallied out and we'll figure it out, and we'll catch you in the next race.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, man.
All right, Jake. Now do your thing.
All righty, well, folks, we're going to take us a quick, short break. We'll be back here for the trucks here momentarily. Don't go anywhere. Motormouth Broadcasting, Flame and Karma. We're back right after this short break.
Sweet, load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel, hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcase storm, I'm chasing the crowd. White knuckle tight through turn 3. Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming car. Checkered haze, making that finish sound like a glory blaze. No room left, no time to breathe. Hammer down and never leave. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor Mouth Broadcasting, call that race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Karma, here we go, here we go. When the truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor Mouth Broadcasting, call that race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go. Flaming karma, here we go. Arcade smoking, truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pull you under. Flaming karma, full send glow. Motor Mouth says, let's go. we lift. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcase storm, I'm chasing the crowd. White knuckle tight through turn 3. Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go, here we go. Arcade first, then the trucks roll through. Doubleheader heat on a blacked out fuel. Draft gets nasty, bump gets mean. Paint gets traded on the final straight scene. Names on the board, I know mine too. Every lap says what a hot shoe do. Motor mouth talking through the checkered haze, making that finish sound like a glory blaze. No room left, no time to breathe. Hammer down and never leave. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go, here we go. When the truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma, Sunday night all around. Motor mouth broadcasting. Call that a race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go. Flaming karma, here we go. Arcade smoking, truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pull you under. Flaming karma, full send glow. Motor mouth says, let's go. truck pack closes in, I dig deep and hold my grin. One more lap, one more fight. Keep that rhythm through the night. Flaming karma, burn it down. Flaming karma. Sunday night all around. Motor Mouth broadcasting. Call that race, let it fly. Hold that line and let it ride. Flaming karma, here we go. Ah, flaming karma, here we go. Oh, ARCA smoking truck stop thunder. Sunday nights I pull you under. Flaming karma, full send glow. Motor Mouth says, let's go. Ooh, yeah. Boot up the rig, lock in the seat. Coffee gone cold, but the night feels sweet. Load that track, line up the grid. One more Sunday, that's how we live. Arcade wheels and truck bed steel. Hands on the wheel, man, this thing feels real. Green flag drops, hear the crowd go loud. In a Simcase storm, I'm chasing the crowd. Why knuckle tight through turn 3? Don't blink, don't slide, just follow me. Flaming karma, burn it down.
welcome back to Hot Atlanta. It is hot too. Track temp is through the freaking roof compared to what it was for the ARCA Series. Back at it for the Truck Series. Their opportunity here tonight, Flavor Carbon Doubleheader Series. Obviously, the all-star main event Sunday night. Here live, Motormouth broadcasting, Redneck Announcer Jake Reeves, Big Jim Cunningham alongside, producing, co-commentating. Good stuff that we have seen here tonight. So now we're going to get to the trucks. We've already saw the ARCA Series with Ryan Warp doing what he does best, and that is put a whooping on the field here at Old Atlanta. Sure enough, did it. I mean, he was the fastest in the 3-lap average of qualified. He was obviously the winner in the heat race to set the field, won that race, and then he also won the main event here for the Sunday night for the ARCA Series. Now the trucks is going to be a little bit different, going to be a little bit faster, but also going to be in the situation of going to be everything's the same. Nothing changes. Obviously, we talked to Gerald Poole about that. Everything stays the same as far as the fuel goes, the links goes, the points goes, all that good stuff. Every bit of it, nothing changes out of any of it. You see Mark Dantuma right there in the 57. Working his way around right now. Big Brown fastest in practice. Michael Whiting sitting in second with Mason Foster 96 sitting in third. Richie Joplin fourth. DJ Kenner sitting in P5 right at this moment. Harley Barletta down in the 7th spot as far as practice goes. One of the top runners for the points. Jim, speaking of points, can we look at some points for the Truck Series and kind of see what we're looking at coming into tonight? As a possibility, kind of see where we're looking at and who's trying to go where. Well, I said Harley Barletta, not anymore. It's Mark Dantuma, 57, took hold of that point lead from last week, up 5 points for the point lead, and then Vic Brown not too far back, 1 point back from Harley Barletta.
That's a close top three right there.
That's a damn close top three right there. Joplin not too far back, 25 points back as well, Jim.
Yeah, no, this thing has got all kinds of excitement written over it coming up over the upcoming weeks. But tonight could close it up a little bit or open it up a little bit depending on what happens here. But I think the one thing that we are guaranteed is we are fixing to have a lot of fun here tonight, because we certainly did in that ARCA race, and I'm pretty sure these trucks are even going to be even a little more fun potentially.
Absolutely. That right there, that point system or that point standing right there, Jim, has the occasion of a beer smashing Sunday night. That's exactly what it's like. And that's a beer smashing Sunday night when you ain't got to go to work tomorrow. That's what yeah, damn right it is. Unfortunately, I have to work in the morning, just like probably about everybody else watching this broadcast here on Motormouth Broadcasting. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. Richie Joplin working his way out on the racetrack. Remember, Jim, we talked about it, 3-lap average. It's close to what they do for the Indy 500, but the Indy 500, they take
4 laps.
the speed average, but it's 4, obviously, for the speed-wise and all that stuff.
Technically, it's the same speed and time. It's all it's all going to work out the same. I mean, if we wanted to have some fun here, I actually have the capability to throw it over to speed and show both. So when we get close to the end, we'll maybe look at both of those as Richie Joplin seems to be on a bit of a finger here right now.
Yeah, he very much does look like it. 29, now in the 30s, now in the 31s, hits the 32s. So we'll see what he does for his very first lap here tonight. And they still work their ways around. Make have Kenny Rayner out there as well. Kenny Rayner, the only Ford in the field. Jim, you mentioned this in the ARCA Series race with just how the Fords, it just seems like the Fords just have not, they hadn't had the numbers, but they haven't had the finishes, so to speak, as well.
I mean, the reality is, man, these cars are designed to be exactly equal. I think it's just about a preference thing. Like if the fast guys chose to run Fords, I think Fords would be winning. I just think that right now, I mean, look at all the Rams here tonight. We had one Ram last week, if I'm not mistaken.
They're new. Everybody's running the Rams because they're new.
I mean, I've called truck races. You and I called a truck race the other night. Had one Ram in it.
Yeah,
and it was a
that's
50-car field.
Yeah,
or whatever, 40-car field.
You're correct.
So
yeah,
here. So look, if
one
you look
Ram,
at the thing, I
3/4.
flipped this over to speed. See, and it doesn't change the order. Look. The order doesn't change. So we can look at it from speed if we wanted to, just for the heck of it, looking at their average speed out there. And then we'll just, it all plays out the same either way.
And one thing about this is if you do look, Jim, at the speeds that these guys is hitting, notice most of them. I said most of them. I didn't say all of them, but most of them. Look at that top 4 all the way down to Olazia.
Oh, yeah.
All 4 of them, very first lap was their fastest lap. The rest of them were slower. So just keep that in mind just because of how the track wear is here on the grip and the wear and tear on the tires and everything. It's not going to be like you're going to get out there, okay, well, my lap 1's going to be my warm-up, may get a little bit off my 2, and then my 3's going to be the main one I want to go with. No, that ain't how it works here at Hot Atlanta. Your first lap, you better be hauling ass all the way around this mile and a half trying to get everything you can out of it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's with the temperatures in the track and the tire wear here, if this was just a regular qualifying session, most of these guys should be one and done, really, unless you screw up your one bad, Yeah,
you got to screw it up very bad. See, some of these guys actually matching what they did their first lap. I mean, you see Whiting, you see Oaks doing the same thing.
That's
literally
pretty impressive.
Matched it. That is awesome how they matched it. That it flips to flip the average, obviously right there for Oaks. So now you see pretty much everybody in the field, the first lap was their hot lap. And you see Vic Brown right now currently at the top. Don't even look like Brown hit a third lap.
Not yet.
He never hit one.
This is it.
Oh, okay. He's still running his third lap.
Yeah,
okay.
So he started out late. Yeah, so he's... which, again, it's not going to be his fastest lap, but his first 2 were faster than anybody else's first 2. So my guess is this is going to still keep him at the top unless it's really bad. And it did keep him at the top still. No surprise there. The all-tell, Dodge Ram in this case, which, of course, it was an all-tell Dodge for Ryan Newman there for a while. So...
What the penalty, though, Jim, not to cut you off, but I wonder what the penalty would be if, say, you just ran 2 laps just to get your average. How's that penalty work out?
I would imagine that would DQ you from this kind of qualifying session.
I'm just curious. I mean, it was something that I thought about.
I mean, if that were the case, then, you just go out there and set a flyer and park it. Just do one and
That's
park
an idea.
I mean... the way these sessions get screwed up by iRacing, that might work.
I mean, I might be stupid for thinking it, but I'm sure, I guarantee you there is somebody else that has thought that opinion or thought that idea to try that and see if that would work. There has been people out there that has said, you know what, let's see what this does. Let's see if it'll work. Maybe it does, maybe it don't. Who knows? But currently, Vic Brown up at the top. Mark Dantilba sitting in second. Yeah, pretty much it is done. So pretty much got a little bit, or about 2 minutes to kind of sit here and more or less, I guess, just BS. I mean, pretty much about the whole deal.
Let's go over the how this points thing works, in case anybody's just tuning in for the truck portion or something like that, and I'll let you explain it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, why not? I mean, hell, you explained a good portion of it for the ARCA. So, yeah, I mean, 3 laps qualified, obviously, based on 3-lap average, time, for the laps. And top 6 is getting points. This is just for this week, folks, as far as we know. Just for this week, just for the All-Star race, top 6 get points and qualified. You qualify 7th, which is currently Harley Barletta, according to this. He's screwed. And think about that. He gets nothing. He doesn't get any bonus points. Mark Dantoma, currently the point leader, that helps him out. Barletta gets screwed. He ain't going to get nothing because he's currently 7th. So no bonus points for him, as you see right here on your screen. We'll go to the duels. Now, according to what Gerald Poole says, there is not 2 duels. It's just 1. So we're going just one heat race, and we're going. So I would assume the top 6 in that heat race, you finish top 6, you will get paid points out of that 6 through or 1 through 6, 6 to 1, respectively. You finish 7th, you screwed in that one. Okay, then you go to the All-Star race, and it'll pay all the way down to the 10th spot, 10 points up at the top, 1 down at the bottom, throughout. The All-Star race winner is going to get 6 bonus points, so you can tally up a crap load of points here, Jim. I mean, you can get 6 in the qualifier, 6 in the duels, that's 12. Flip it, get 10 in the All-Star main event. You're looking at, 22 out of that, and then flip it and get 6 more. That's 28 points by my count. Since I took my shoes off, that way I can count on my toes. That is 28 points that you can accumulate if you just max it out, much like what Ryan Warp did earlier in the ARCA series as well.
On that. We'll come back to that, okay? Because that's not exactly accurate. When you and I went through this pre-race, anyway, let's do the grid real quick, and then we'll come back to that, and I will explain that difference.
Correct me.
I will. Yeah.
Correct me.
I will.
Well, I mean, that's what
I didn't want to say that, but yes.
Well, that's what it looked like. I mean, that's how I took it anyway.
We don't want that one. Never mind. That's not the grid we want. Oh, it's a nice grid. We don't want that one. We want
very nice grid.
Yeah, we want this one instead.
Well, my apologies on that one, folks. I'll take the blame on that one. That's how I took it anyway. Vic Brown going to be starting on the pole with your point leader, Mr. Mark Dantoma. Be starting his outside the 57 Ram. That's your front row here for the heat race. Jeff Oakes, Richie Joplin be starting P3 and P4 respectively. We'll see where they turn out coming out of this heat race and going into the main later on this evening. Harley Barletta, we saw where he was at in the points, tried to help himself. He'll have to figure it out pretty damn quick. Starting P5, and Corey Jones be rolling off from P6. Everybody's smiling friend right there behind them, Nicholas Olazia, be rolling off from P7, and DJ Kidder be rolling off from P8 here tonight. Right behind them, Nicholas Olazia's teammate going to be starting in P9, with Robbie Adams be starting in P9, and Bradley Berry in the 97 Ram be rolling off from P10 here tonight. Jim, I hate to hurt your feelings, but the only Ford in the field, Kenny Rayner, will be starting in P11 here tonight, with Mason Foster in the 96 be rolling off from P12 here in the heat race. Michael Whiting will be shotgun on the field in the number 44 Chevrolet. Got 6 Chevys by my count. Looks to be 6 Rams, 1 Toyota, and 1 Ford, respectively. At least that's what I'm counting in the field. I could be completely, no, excuse me, it's 6 Rams, 5 Chevys, 1 Toyota, and 1 Ford. That was the number that I was looking for, Jim. I'm sorry, my numbers all over the place. Might be why my numbers were screwed up a second ago. Go ahead.
Okay, so the way this works is points for qualifying, points for the duels, and points for the All-Star main event. Okay,
yeah.
Those total up, and those are your position in all 3 of those categories total up, and that's what gives us the bottom number down here, the total All-Star events points. Okay, so those are not points that go to your season total. The points that go to your season total is if you finish P1 overall in those 3 events, excluding the winner of the main event, because he gets 6 points for his season total. The first place guy in all 3 categories, the one that finishes the highest, which was in last race was Russ Martin Jr. He gets 4 points for his bonus points for the season. And third place, second is 3 points and 2 points for third. So it's, so the maximum you can gain here is 6 points in actual season points as we go green here. I took too long to explain.
Well, I'm a dumbass. We're at it here for the Truck Series. 15 laps here in the heat race. Vic Brown tried to jump on out there, folks. I'm sorry, I misunderstood every bit of that, so I'll take the blame on that. But Mark Dantoma going for second. Jeff Oakes down to the inside trying to make it happen as well. Vic Brown up top. Dan Thomas says, give me a little bit of this. A little shaky down on the inside. He'll dive it down to the inside and make it happen. Mark Dentuma going for the lead, but not able to do it. Vic Brown will fire hard back on the outside.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it seems to be already that looks like that, the highlight. Vic Brown started twice there. Let's see what that's going to do. I was going to say it looked like the high line was the premier line in the first race. Let's see if it is going to be here again. See if Dan Tuma can get anything going down on the bottom. Oh my God, Vic Brown was so loose right down on the high. He didn't lose that.
Oh, man, he might have just spilled his beer or somewhere in that shape, fashion, or form. Brown trying to hold on to it. Dan Toma down low. Jeff Oakes right there behind him as well. And this is not over with yet. Dan Toma almost shoved Vic Brown up into the fence. Had to get out of the gas. Oakes gets a run. Here comes Jeff Oakes to the outside. He will take hold of the second spot. Dan Toma will go back to third. Here comes Harley Barletta. Remember that gap that they've got in the points? Barletta is going to try to close the gap. He's trying to get around Joplin for fourth.
Yeah, well, I think that answered our question about which line was going to be the strong line. Vic Brown near about had that thing sideways and still managed to hold on to the lead. So I think that said everything we need to know about the high line for today.
Harley Barletta hard and inside retaining ball. He's going to lose it. Caution is out. Joplin gets a piece of it as well. Looked like Bradley Berry as well. Robbie Adams a piece as well as Kenny Rayner. Caution out early on here in the heat race. It all started around the Harley Barletta area, and that is not what Harley wanted coming into tonight.
No, not at all. Let's see.
Damn.
Joplin lost it there. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, but I'm gonna slow this thing down just a little bit so we can get a look at it. So. He's pushing hard up the track there, and he got it snapped loose on him while he was trying to save it, and he just that's 100% on Richie, and I have no doubt he will take the blame for that. But man,
look how nobody hit him. Nobody hit Richie spinning right there in the middle. Nobody still hit him,
but everybody else on the track got into a wreck practically.
Yeah. That is crazy how that works out. Watch a kid, Joplin, never hit the ball, never touched it. Just gets loose, comes down, Barletta hard and inside, retaining ball. Looked like that was Adams that tried to get around him. He door bangs with Whiting, I believe it was, or it might have been Mason Foster. Then Rayner goes up. Yeah, Adams gets involved as well.
And we got multiple meatballs out of this. Harley Barletta and Kenny Rayner both have meatballs. And folks, there's no fast repairs in the Truck Series.
Big old goose egg for the fast repairs, so they can't use anything like that.
The good news
Joplin's
is
going to come down.
It's a heat race.
Yeah, they get another shot at it.
Yeah, they get another shot.
It's just going to be a bad starting position for them for the main event. That's the only bad part about it, because with this heat race, it's basically going to set your lineup for where you will be in the 35-lap main event, Jim. So that's going to be, bad deal for Barletta, who's going to have to try to climb out of that. Remember, we talked about him behind the 8-ball off of Dan Tuma for the points. He's not going to get a whole lot of. He's not going to get anything to try to help his case for the total All-Star event points now, since since I understand that now. But he's not going to be able to try to get anything extra out of this neither. So that's going to be bad right there for Harley Barletta.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to certainly, if depending on what happens around him, it looks like he's not going to be covering off any of that ground. So Dan Tuma and Vic Brown and those guys are going to probably pick up some additional points on him tonight. At this point, it looks that way, unless he can recover and come back and win the main event and grab that 6 points, which would be at this point what his focus needs to be.
Yeah, I think that's what everybody's kind of aiming for, possibly, is that you are pretty much guaranteed those bonus points if you win the race here this evening. Some folks might not even be worried about any of the totaling up and all that other stuff. Just get out here, just put yourself in a good position, come out here and just win the damn main event. Just get you guaranteed 6 bonus points to help yourself out for the season, which will obviously help this, some of these guys out. Possibly like a Dan Toma trying to get away from everybody, or Vic Brown trying to slide up here. Jeff Oates could certainly use some of that as well. I mean, just so many of them could use them. Richie Joplin as well, if he can bounce back and get back into the middle of this. Getting ready for a restart here on lap 7. Bradley Berry, he is able to get back on the racetrack, but he is 1 lap down, and Harley Barletta has not pulled off pit road yet, so that's pretty much going to be a done for the number 31 Chevy. They're already backing him up. Olazia in the 3, got into the back of Dan Toma. Foster damn near runs him over, and Olazia's already fallen through the field. We get him spinning in the grass as well, and it's Michael Whiting in the 44.
No caution. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, what in the world? I don't even know what just happened there.
I think all of it started around the Olazia area. There was a big stack up right up here in front of Whiting. Watch right here. Olazia tried to jump the start. It didn't pan out, and he ended up spinning the tires after he hit Dan Toma and knocked him sideways. Whiting goes down through here. Who in the hell was that right there? Was that Kenner that just went through the grass? I mean, just took it all the way to the grass. The 32, DJ Kenner, doing a little bit of yard work right here on the front stretch here at the Legacy Atlanta. That's what you got to do, baby. Do that yard work. If that yard work is available, use it to your advantage. That's what they told me in CDL school. Use every bit of the track to your advantage is what they told me.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna. So I want to see what happened to Whiting here too. Look.
I mean, Whiting got a jump right here, but he just got tagged right here. Foster able to slide by. Whiting just an innocent bystander. It was Olazia that tried to jump to start, thought the leaders was going to go, and they never went.
So we got a bunch of takers here on pit road now. Now that we're going to be getting close to inside that window, I think there's some guys coming down here going to get some tires, and unless that's all guys that no, Vic Brown's in, so he just certainly didn't get any damage. So he came in and got him some tires. Dan Tuma came and got some tires.
Well, Jim, this is actually, in my opinion, this could be a hell of a call for some of these guys.
Yes,
because
agreed.
think about it, we got 6 laps to go. You didn't have to pit in this. Jeff Oates, Corey Jones, Richie Joplin, you ain't got to pit. But you come down pit road, get your 4 fresh tires right here. I love this call right here because you are going to have an advantage. Is it going to be a huge advantage? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how, you get yourself lined up. Remember what happened to Gerald Poole in the ARCA race? He got screwed by everybody just getting in front of him. If he could have kicked it up on the high side and kind of got around some people, might have helped him out. But these guys are going to have 9-lap fresh tires. Granted, we've had 2 cautions in this. That could play a factor as well. I like this call because they are going to be on a little bit of fresh rubber, because right there at the start of this race, these guys were hauling the mail. They were hard at it right there for about 5 or 6 laps on these tires. And this track temp being 102, I like this call by some of these guys. It's just whether or not they can get around everybody, because we'll be back going with 4 to go.
Let's not lose sight of the fact that half these guys have had their trucks sideways at some point here already. So, that torches tires. That puts a lot of extra wear on them. It puts a lot of extra heat in them. Come get those things off, get some cool down tires on there, and take advantage of it. I think what we saw in the ARCA race would at least indicate that this is a potentially a really good move, and we'll see, because Vic Brown is going to be the litmus test. He's the fastest truck out on the track. Now he's back in 6th place with fresh tires. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. They're going to double it up, get ready for a restart. At this time will be 4 laps to go. Jeff Oates, Corey Jones, Richie Joplin, DJ Kenner, Mark Dan Toma will be the top 5, with Vic Brown going to be rolling off on the outside here in P number 6 here on this restart. Mason Brown will be 7th, Michael Watergate, Nicholas Olazia 9th, and 10th will be Robbie Adams. Bradley Berry has yet to get himself back on the lead lap. He was 1 lap down a while ago. Not sure how the lucky dog and all that stuff came to play on that, but it didn't end up helping him out. With Harley Barletta still out of the race, and so will be Kenny Rayner. So we'll see what will happen here tonight, here for the heat race, to get ourselves lined up for the main event. And they're going to throw the caution lights back on and give them one more time around right here, Jim.
Yeah, it looks like they are. I'm trying to figure out exactly. I guess it was a positioning thing back here, maybe with some of this end of the line stuff from that last incident. You know, as much as it makes you happy to say it, Nicholas Olazia, over the course of 2 of the last 3 weeks that he's raced, hasn't exactly made any friends. You know what I mean? Remember,
Now he has to.
He caused several incidents that one night, and that's its own thing. And then tonight here, trying to kind of jump the start and, you know, basically cause that little stack up there. I don't know. Maybe people won't be as happy saying his name now.
Yeah, we'll stop that. Getting back at it, we'll stop that whole deal. I don't need no beef going on with me out there in the live chat. Back at it, green flag. Back in the air, Jeff Oates says he had to make that pit stop. So was Corey Jones. So they said, screw it. We ain't got to worry about it. We ain't going to take it. Joplin up front, though. Going to try to get up here. He's got 5 laps or when he pitted. Dan Toma, one of the freshies, going to get a shot at it with Foster right in behind him. Corey Jones back there as well for the top 5 as Oaks leads them going into turn 3. Coming this time with 2 laps to go.
Well, look at Dan Toma up there on that high side. He has got to run.
Yeah, baby, get up on that high side and just give it a little tickle is what he's got to do for that high side tickler line. And he is going to make it work. Up to second. Dan Toma, Navy Joe Coffee, enter Flaming Carbon, get you a 10% discount. Mark Dan Toma trying to hold anchor to the front of the field, but here comes Mason Foster. Foster's going to take a shot down on the inside. Is he going to be able to make it work? They're coming back to the white flag, Jim.
Yeah, here we go. About to pick that white flag up. Well, Big Brown, man, it has not worked out for him on this tire swap. Look at this. He's marred back here, and he cannot make it happen.
Bad deal for Vic Brown. Not going to be able to make it work. Dan Toma trying to get a run on the outside. Foster bounces it up into the wall. Dan Toma, huge run, dives down. Oaks tries to put the block. Dan Toma down to the inside. He is there. He has got a wheel there. They may be looking for a photo finish, a classic finish. What we see here in Atlanta. Oaks up top. Dan Toma down to the inside. Photo finish, not even close. Half a truck length. Jeff Oaks, the Batman Mobile. The Batmobile will take it all the way to the front and get the win. Dan Toma will finish second. Richie Joplin gets third. Mason Foster, Corey Jones, top 4 and 5. Vic Brown gets the worst out of it. He still gets some points. Remember, we're paying the top 6. So Vic Brown's at least going to get a point out of this as far as trying to get to that total all-star event points total. So he still helps himself, but not what he was wanting out of this, Jim. Nowhere close.
No, well, so what the hell do I know about strategy? You know what I'm saying? That did not work out at all like I had thought it would. Let's see, we got them stacking up here. Yeah, let's get some results here real quick, and then we'll pull them in here.
Yeah, let's have a little talk with some of them before we check this out right here. Obviously, 15 laps, 23 miles more or less. You had no green flag lead changes, from what we saw with, obviously this is the updated. Anyway, Jeff Oaks gets the win. Mark Dan Toma, Richie Joplin gets the top 3. Mason Foster, Corey Jones, Vic Brown, DJ Kidder, Michael Whiting, Nicholas Olazia, and Robbie Adams, the top 10. Bradley Berry, Harley Barletta, that's going to be one that we're really got to keep our eye out for here in this main event, with Kenny Rader finishing in 13th. Well, let's bring him on up here. Let's bring up Mr. Jeff Oaks, the Batmobile, as I talked about a while ago. And the Batmobile is in the victory lane here at the Atlanta. Jeff, buddy, congratulations on that win. Buddy, tell us about that, all that good stuff going on, baby. It was good stuff to watch.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Hope that was a lot of fun for you guys up there. I got lucky there. The extended caution another lap, and I think those fresh tires from the back would have caught me. But sometimes you got to roll the dice and gamble a little bit, and it paid off. So we'll take the win. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it definitely, when you're by yourself, and if you can, on fresh tires, you can wrap that bottom, there's some speed there, but you're 100% correct. If you put a little bit air block on some people in that higher lane, and there's just not much they can do, really. You just gotta really hope that you can get somebody's right rear fender.
Just so you know, Jeff, my mic was muted by accident there, so people are going to think you're crazy because now you're just talking to yourself. So, but no,
I agreed with you, so yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. But look, man,
Yes, sir.
congratulations, good run in that, good one there, and in that heat race, and you made the right call, and I think that it kind of gives you an idea of what's coming in this feature race.
Yeah, it definitely gives me a decent game plan for it. So hopefully we can repeat, fellas, and I'll be talking to you a little bit.
We'll see what happens. Jeff Oaks comes home with Heat 1, baby. We'll see what you can do right here in the main event. Good luck.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate y'all.
That was Jeff Oaks. We'll send him on down. Go to second place finisher, which was Dan Tuma, if I'm correct on that one. Correct? Mark
Yes.
Dan Tuma got second?
Yes.
Okay. They all get jumbled up on me since everybody getting out there with a warm-up threw me off there for a second. Mark Dan Tuma coming home with the P2 here in the heat. Mark, buddy, did you just need a couple of more laps to be able to get to Jeff's up? Because I think that might have been what you needed.
Yeah, I needed just one more lap, I think. The fresh tires were really starting to show, and one more lap would have done it. But he did a great job making that truck extra wide and got the win for him. But Navy Joe Coffee Company Dodge Ram was hauling anchor, so we got second.
Do you think Navy Joe's dark roast heavy caffeination aside, do you think that you could have made something work not on the top side? Because if he cuts the top off on you there, do you think that you could have potentially got around him on the bottom, or is it just too tough to do, even with fresh tires?
It's so tough, especially in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, you can kind of dive into the entry a little bit, kind of force your way in front of them. But 3 and 4, it's just that outside line. You keep the momentum up off the corner, and it's just hard to beat. I would have had to squeeze them up to try and do something.
Well, it's an all-star race. Nothing wrong with squeezing somebody up a little bit.
Yeah, that's heat race, though. I try not to do that. But, feature comes down to the last lap or two. Anything goes.
Hey, you just have to throw that anchor out there and hook the back of his truck, that Navy Joe Coffee anchor.
That'll work.
Congratulations again, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Our Dan Tuma, we'll see what he can do in the main event, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you.
That was Mark Dan Tuma. We'll send him on down. We'll go to third place finisher, and that is Mr. Rich Chaplin. Good to see old Richie up here. Had a pretty good little run going for him. Richie, buddy, you get a P3 out of it. Pretty good little race. Did you learn anything out of that heat race that you can apply to the main event, or you want to try to keep your cards close to you?
Keep the car underneath me so I won't cause caution like I did last time. Oh, man, that gun.
Man, look, I have to say, okay, we watched that back, and, it was pushing right up till it was snapping loose.
I mean, I know better than that. I've been doing this long enough. That just kind of made me mad. I caused caution, took Harley out. I mean, come on. I shouldn't be doing that.
Well, I
got up there.
I said
got
during the
top three
race
out of
that
it.
you would take full credit for that because I knew that you would own up to that was on you. But I mean, that's just kind of a product of racing these trucks on a track like this. You know, it's gonna push on you especially if you got some dirty air on the nose, and then all of a sudden it caught and just snapped loose. I mean, not a whole lot you can do in that spot, you know, other than get way out of it.
Yeah, I just I need to learn better. I guess I just messed up, and I take a top three. Got my sponsor out there on there time, so I'm good.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I mean, you were right there, man, and it looks like you've got some pace in that truck. What do you think your shot's looking like here in the main event?
I don't know. We got Vicks out here, got Jeffrey out here, got Foster. And you got Dan Tuna. I mean, all them guys are fast, even Harley. So I'm more of a short track racer anyway. So I'm just out here having a ball, trying to get faster at these NASCAR trucks and O'Reilly and the next gen. So
Well,
I just go from there.
So real quick question. I know you're big, you know, you like to race like street stocks and stuff like that and short track racing. How difficult has it been for you to wrap your head around how aero dependent these trucks are and what happens when you get behind somebody at some of these high speed tracks? Has that been a learning curve for you a little bit or what?
Oh yeah, I mean I'll be like at the restart while I go behind Jeff. I got touched right on his back bumper, and it got tight, and I had to get out of it, and I don't like that stuff. I mean, make the truck loose or something, where it's wrecking loose or something, or where it'll turn. I don't like feeling that dump truck on my front end.
You and me both. I can't stand nothing more than a pushing race car. You know, give me one that's wrecking loose and I'll be fine with it. But I cannot stand a car that pushes. And for me, if it pushes, I just wear the right front off of it because I can't stop it from pushing. And that's the problem, you know.
Yeah, I can't drive a top race car. That's where everybody gets me. Some people are better at it than I am. I still ain't figured that out. So,
well,
that's what I can go with.
To plug one of our channel sponsors here, DJ Yee, YouTuber. I don't know if you know who he is or not. He has a YouTube channel. His name is Justin Yee. He goes by DJ Yee. And his whole thing is about how to plant the car and keep the right front tire on it if it's a push-in type car, how to get in and out of the corner with a push-in race car. You might it might do you some good to just pick up maybe a tip or two from him along the way, because it really does make a difference in how that to drive a push-in race car and to keep the front tire on it. But I'm gonna let you get going here because we're just a few seconds from girding up here, buddy.
Oh yeah, just DM me that. So I'll look it
I
up,
will.
check it out.
I will do it.
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Righty, Richie Joplin, buddy. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
That was Richie Joplin. We'll send him on out of here, get himself ready for the main event. Jim, we saw the ARCA race. We saw the trucks with their heat race. What are we expecting?
Well, I think we've got some guys that have definitely learned something. I think that Vic Brown tried what I was hollering about, and it didn't work. We saw it not really work for Gerald Poole as well. I think that we have now learned that you can keep it on that high side and make it really almost impossible for somebody to get around you as long as you don't push it up into the wall there. And I tell you what, I think that these guys have learned something, and I think we're fixing to see that come out here shortly.
Will be interesting to say the least, and points is going to be on the line here tonight at Atlanta. We'll set it up for you. Getting ready for the 35-lap main event for the trucks here tonight. Jeff Oaks starting on the front row with Mark D'Antilme, the point leader, coming into tonight and trying to grow it any way, shape, fashion, and form. He's got a pretty damn good start at it right now. Richie Joplin, talked to him just a second ago. See what he can do from P3, and Mason Foster be rolled off from P4 here this evening. Corey Jones will be rolling off from P5 and the number 63 Toyota. And Vic Brown just barely got him some points to add up to his total here tonight. Not the strategy he wanted in the heat. We'll see what he can pull here in the main event, rolled off from P6. DJ Kidder, Michael Whiting. Saw Michael have that issue earlier on in the heat race. We'll see if he can bounce back from the P8 spot. See if he can bounce up here and make something happen. Do these guys always start beside one another? I swear, it seems like both of them always do. Nicholas Olazia,
right in front of each
Robbie
other
Adams.
or something.
You can't make that up right there. I mean, seriously, both of them start beside each other every damn time. For some reason or another, it's always the 3 first and then the 8. But anyway, they'll be back there in row number 5. Bradley Berry, this is the big one. Harley Barletta, P12, not what he wanted, obviously, out of the heat race. Let's see if he can bounce back as he's trying to be able to gain some ground on Mark Dantuma. Then shotgun on the field is the only Ford in the field, Mr. Kenny Rayner. You're off of P13. I got a feeling we're in for something interesting. We're going to say the least out of that one. Folks, if you've loved what you saw so far here tonight, right before you get on, you got to do it right now. You can do it right now, and it don't cost you a damn dime. All you got to do is go over there and hit the like and hit the subscribe button here on Motormouth Broadcasting. Keep up with everything going on. Got Flaming Karma here tonight, obviously, and throughout the rest of the summer into September. Obviously, you want to keep a check on that. Max V, ASR, you got all kinds of it right here live on Motormouth Broadcasting. Main event, we are live. We are green, Jim. Main event might be the only time we get it for the rest of the night, baby. Let's crank it up one last time. Laps into the main event, Jeff Oaks. Up at the front, Foster, Dantuma side by side for second. Joplin kicked back a spot. Dantuma actually kicked back a spot as well. Mason Foster coming on strong right here after that heat race where he finished 4th. He's trying to slide up here, up 3 more spots, trying to give him the main event win, but he's got to go around the winner of the heat race. That's Jeff Oaks. Here comes Vic Brown. Boy, he's a damn man on a mission. He is not happy how that turned out, that heat race, Jim.
No, I tell you what, Martin Dantuma's trapped down here on the bottom, man, and they are going around him like a freight train right now. Now he slid it back up in there finally. Now, Vic, after everything you just learned, why would you do that?
Well, here's the thing, though, Jim. Here in Atlanta, yeah, that outside lane, it is fast. But, I've talked about it before with how the outside lanes can work and how they can end up biting you, to be honest with you. You're carrying more speed up there and more speed while you're turning, even though, 24 degrees of bacon, you're still hauling the mail up here on the top side. Robbie Adams just now coming off of pit road, but the speed that you're carrying on the outside, you're carrying more up on the top side than you would on the bottom. That's why the drivers are able to get those runs. The speed with the grip and all that stuff, you might not want to be up there on that top side as much as Joplin gets up a little bit too high, gets up on the outside retaining wall, may open the door for Mark Dantuma to go for 3rd. But some drivers are able to make it work on the outside.
We have not seen a pass all night on the bottom side unless there's been a car practically wrecking. I mean, look right there. Joplin got all up in that wall, and there's no chance that Dantuma's getting by him. It doesn't matter. It's just that outside line here is just that strong tonight.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's what everybody known it for here at the old Atlanta. That's why you saw numerous drivers like Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jr., all these guys running up on the outside. Brown gets a little bit too high right there, a little bit too high. He was trying to do a little Cheech and Chong. He was trying to do a little Cheech and Chong on the outside, Jim, but I think he might have just got plastered.
It was a
if you
whole
want to
lot,
put
it
it
was a whole
that
lot like up in smoke, man. He's like, hey, man, am I driving okay? I think you're sitting still, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's what happened to Vic Brown. He just went sitting still. He stood up under the wall, Foster sideways down on the apron. Not sure if he got tagged or if he just clipped the apron and got him sent around right there, but able to save it. That almost went downhill very, very quickly for Foster. He's able to hold on to it. As here comes Joplin. Joplin down on the inside. Jimmy's trying to make that pass on the inside. Will he be able to make it work? Jeff Oaks up top gets the run. He'll fire back and get the lead.
Yeah, man, it is just impossible to pass somebody down on that bottom. I get your point about getting in trouble on the high side, but you ain't making a pass on the bottom.
Dan Tillman's trying to think it right here. Maybe make something happen. Remember, coming in tonight, the point leader, and being able to carry weight. Oh, damn, he almost got Joplin. They almost door banged right there. And Harley Barletta back up into this mix as well. Hard charger here in the main event. Joplin into the wall. Nick Cody into Dan Tillman. Joplin up against the outside retaining wall. Brown trying to make something happen. He'll slide by. Whiting will slide by. Barletta slides by. Everybody sliding by Richie Joplin after he hit the wall going into one. Net coded into Dan Tillman, lost all kinds of ground. He was down for the lead. Now he ain't.
Watch this again. I don't think that was a net code, man.
It might have not have been net code from the wall. I think it was net code coming down into Dan Tillman. I think that's what we saw.
Let's see here.
Let's see. Joplin up top. Dan Tillman down low. Hell, they were so close to beating each other to death right here. Watch Joplin. He's going to bounce it up into the wall.
Yeah.
It's a little bit high. Comes down.
Well, yeah, it does not look like they touched. You're right. Dan Tillman.
They may have.
It was close, but.
It was very close. It looked like from the angle we were sitting at up there in the tower, it was close. Come on, Dan Tillman, make a pass on the inside. Prove Jim wrong. Come on, baby. He made that sucker work, but Oaks gets the run on the outside, Jim. That's the only part that screws you when you try to make that pass on the inside. But Dan Tillman not going to give it up, baby. He's trying to make it work to come back with 23 to go.
Well, this is my damn race. I've been wrong all night. I'm the boss. I'm not supposed to be wrong. Man, I tell you that. But what happened there, honestly, though, was Jeff Oaks got too high running that high line and got right up there on the fence and had to get out of it a little bit. And that's why Dan Tillman got by him there.
It may just be your week, Jim. Last week it was mine with erotic. Now I guess I don't know. I don't know what it is this week, but it is what it is. Oh, God. Brown, Barletta tight right there coming off of 4. That costed a huge pileup. Whiting right there in that mix as well. He's already got wrecked at least once here tonight. Keep in mind, though, Jim, no fast repairs for these trucks. They do not have a fast repair to their advantage like they had in the ARCA series. Puts everybody at a little bit of disadvantage, especially when you're aggressive racing like this with 22 to go. Very early on here. Oaks still holding down second. Dan Tillman leads. Barletta's able to get back up here, makes it up for third, trying to bounce back for what he can. We got pit stop. Is that Mason Foster? Like Mason Foster was trying to make it down pit road. I think he might have missed it. Still green, though. Oaks up on the top side. Barletta's going to try to get a run down here on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm impressed that Barletta is up here running in third. He needs, we talked about if he wants to make any damage points-wise tonight, he needs to win this race. And he's certainly right now got himself in a position to be in that conversation. Ooh, I thought for a second there, old Vic Brown was going to take that hot dog line, as you call it.
Well, there's two different lines, Jim. I mean, right there in the middle, there's the
mustard line. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Hot dog mustard line, winding down to the bottom. Hold on to it, baby. Barletta right there in the mix. Oaks still bouncing it off the outside retaining wall. Dan Tuma getting out of here. Joplin, the one that went around a while ago, didn't necessarily go around. He got clustered up, had his issues, lost spots. Here he is. He's bounced back. He's up here into the P2 spot.
He is indeed, and he's got everybody's. No, that's never mind. That's the other one. That's Robbie Adams, not everybody's friend, and Nicholas Olazia. Oh, look at this, would you? Michael Whiting.
Michael, wow, Whiting's still down there on the inside, able to make the pass on the inside, Jim. Here we go. Jeff Oaks slides back a spot. Barletta's going to try to take a shot, maybe make it on the inside as well. Corey Jones trying to mix it up as well.
To be fair, this is the oldest tires we've seen all night tonight.
It has.
These tires are older than any tires that we've seen on the track tonight. So, yeah, who's to say? When these tires get worn enough, maybe the bottom can work.
I'm telling you, Jim, if you're right 100%, some of these tires that we're seeing, some of these tires as old as some of our congressmen. Literally, that's how old some of these tires is, and they're wore out, and they're trying to hold on to it the best that they can. Yeah, exactly. That's where I was going with it. Yeah, absolutely. And but obviously they're going to have to make a pit stop. Nobody has except for Vic Brown, Nicholas Olazia. They have took that opportunity. They've went down pit road. So now they need this to cycle back out. They don't need no caution to try to screw them. Vic Brown been one of the fastest drivers here tonight.
Out, it won't screw them because then they'll just stay out and and be back on cycle. So I like this from Vic Brown from the sense of he's going to have that undercut tire strategy going on now. And you said earlier that if you were going to do this race, and if you were going to split this race, you'd have split it into about 17 or 18 laps, and that's exactly what they just did.
Yeah, that's what you're shooting for, but some drivers may try to go a little bit longer, like Dan Tuma, like Joplin, Whiting. Some of these guys, they're going to go a little bit longer. Oaks has already made that opportunity. What I mean by Vic Brown and Kenner, they don't want to end up getting screwed is for the fact that, caution comes out. Yeah, they'll get back on the lead lap because Dan Tuma, Joplin, Whiting, everybody's going to go down pit road. The problem is they're going to take the wave around. They're going to get stuck at the back. They want this to kind of run its course. They want these guys to go ahead, jump down pit road, and let this cycle run its course. Because if you don't, granted, you will get back on the lead lap. No doubt you'll get back on the lead lap. You just don't want to be mired back in so much freaking traffic that you're going to have to fire back off on older shoes than what they got. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if I can put this. Let me see. Does the tower show lap time? That's the one thing I do not like. Yeah. Okay. Look at Vic Brown's last lap time. He ran a 31, basically a 31 flat. Dan Tuma ran a 32.8. That's almost 2 seconds a lap faster. Every lap that Dan Tuma stays out, if this thing stays green, he's losing 2 seconds a lap to to Vic Brown, and they're pitting, as you can see.
What a strategy they're trying to make work, but like I said, they needed to stretch it a little bit. Dan Tuma, I like it too. He'll try it and see what happens. Rayner, the only one to stay out on the racetrack. Dan Tuma, Joplin, Whiting, they are down pit road, making their service known. So Foster currently, depending on how it psychs out,
he pitted first of all of those guys, and so.
And here he comes.
15, so he is now going to be the race leader once it cycles through.
If he beats him right here, though, Jim, that's going to be the big factor. If he's able to get around him, and he was able to So Mason Foster able to shoot around them and get a hold of this lead, and pretty good little gap, I'd say, him and Brown's got right now. So now Mark Dantuma for the next 12 laps. He's got to play catch up, and he's going to have to roll. He has got 6 seconds that he's got to try to make up right here on Mason Foster.
Yeah, well, now, after he gets his tires up to temp here, he's going to be faster for a couple of laps until his tires average out. So he'll make up some of that time. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it on the tower, which I don't normally run the tower very often, but I'm going to leave it on the tower and lap times so that we can all keep an eye on these guys' lap times and see who's gaining on who.
Well, Brown right there was a tenth faster, give or take, than Foster was that last lap. We'll see what they have this time around. Brown 0.2 faster than Foster that time, but the only problem is he's 2 seconds back. That's going to put him in a bad spot. Look at Dantuma, though, 30.8. Good Lord. That right there. If Dantuma doesn't burn those tires up, if he doesn't burn them up trying to catch them, Foster Brown, they're in trouble, son, because Dantuma, he catches them and he keeps that kind of speed going, it's game over.
Well, those tires will level back out. It'll take a couple of laps.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to make up and close up some of that gap. But in the end, pitting early, I think is going to serve these guys well. But, I mean, Dantuma's a fast truck, you know. I mean, he really is. I want to drive back here, though, and look at this here because we got Joplin and Jeff Oakes here together. And we can see by the last couple of laps here that Joplin has been faster. Question is, I don't think Oakes is going to let him have that high side.
I don't think he cares. He's going to send it down the bottom and make it work anyway. Three laps fresher tires that Joplin has. He's going to have to seriously still play some catch-up. Dantuma, a second faster than Foster that last lap. Dantuma hauling the mail.
Big Brown down. Look at this.
Look at this, son. But he's got to He's got to hurry up and catch him, though, Jim, before the tires level off, because if he catches Foster,
Big Brown just got in the wall.
If he catches Foster by the time that the tires level off, Jim, then it's a fair game. Yeah. That's what he's got to worry about. He's got to get it going, though.
Well, I mean, Foster's been fast, but I don't know that he's been Dantuma fast tonight.
Right.
You know, I mean.
Oh, he's screwed. Yeah, I just watched him go through 3 and 4. Yeah, Foster's screwed. I'm just gonna say it. He's already got him by half a second. Look, he made up a second that whole last time right there. 31-1 to 32-2. Dantuma down to the inside, hauling anchor, son. Literally hauling anchor. 57 down to the inside. Mark Dantuma, wait a minute. Little door banging right there. Foster trying to hold him back. Maybe he's trying to make it have 5 to go.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Able to do it, though.
Gee whiz, man. Holy, that Navy Joe coffee has got something in it. Man, somebody needs to check that man's tank and see what caffeine level he's running. Holy cow.
Yeah, he's got some serious caffeine going, maybe a little bit extra sugar kicked up in there.
Espresso or something. Somebody's wrecking down here. Somebody was wrecking. Who was it? Robbie Adams?
I saw it, too.
No. I don't see anything that indicates somebody was wrecking, but I swear I saw.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it too. Yeah.
Oh, it was Robbie Adams. Okay. But apparently he towed it, and there's no caution, and we're still going. 4 laps to go, man. That would have been a good spot for a caution right there. I can't lie. I would have loved to have seen who's going to come get tires there.
I don't think it's over with yet, Jim. I don't think it's over with yet. 4 to go. Joplin is able to make something happen. Look at Brown and Foster still going for the 3rd spot. But Rich Joplin's been able to fire back and get to the 2nd spot. He is running a little bit, about a 1/10 of a second faster than Dantuma. Yeah, I mean, if Dantuma slips, or catches lap traffic and screws 57 up, Joplin's got a shot, but Man, I'm telling you, this is a hell of a battle back here for that third spot. Brown, Foster, and Oaks absolutely slugging it out.
Yeah, it looks like Big Brown got by him, and now he's got that high line. He should inch away here, and it looks like Jeff Oaks is going to ride that high line by Mason Foster as well. We're coming up here on the white flag, but this thing's fixing to go in the books official here.
Fixing to go in the books official. A hell of a night for an all-star event. And a hell of a track to do it. Hell of a state to do it, Jim. Young Pete State of Georgia, why not? Old Atlanta, not new Atlanta. The one that the drivers call a driver's track. Dan Toma hits the white flag bell lap for the main event for the trucks here tonight. Dan Toma down to the inside. Down in the center over Grant Pepe out some moonshine from Granny, the shortest distance around the racetrack. Joplin can see him. He just ain't gonna be able to pass him unless Dan Tuma screws up, slips. Over in 3 and 4. Hell of a battle still going on for third between Brown and Oaks, with Foster laying in the weeds. But haul that anchor, Mr. Dan Tuma. Mark Dan Tuma wins it here tonight, wins the All-Star race. Joplin gets second. A slugfest for third, won by Vic Brown. Jeff Oaks will get fourth, and Mason Foster rounds out the top 5. Harley Barletta, the hard charger, able to bounce back up to the 6th spot and get him what he could, the best that he could, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, unfortunately, that's not going to get him any points tonight for his championship hopes, but nevertheless, a good bounce back there. Man alive, though, this Navy Joe coffee truck tonight, holy cow, man. Whew. I mean, he seemed quick in the heat race, but man, that was like a different truck in the main event, though.
It very much was. Check it out. Dan Tuba, Joplin, Brown. Going to park it right here on the front stretch here at Atlanta. Old school racing at its finest. That's what we saw here tonight for the Flaming Karma Sunday night doubleheader series. 35 laps for damn near 53 miles. 4 green flag lead changes between 4 different leaders. And 0 cautions. I thought we had some cautions. We had some cautions, I thought, in this race. But anyway, Harley Barletta, maybe we didn't. I might be screwed up thinking that.
No,
but
I don't think
Harley
we
Barletta,
did.
I don't think we did. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. Harley Barletta does get the hard charger. Dan Tuma, most laps led of 18. Jeff Oaks with the fastest lap and the pole award from winning the heat race here this evening. When it's all said and done, all-star event is in the books. Mark Dan Tuma hauled anchor tonight, won it. Richie Joplin, Vic Brown, we'll talk to those guys here in just a little bit. Jeff Oaks, Mason Foster, Harley Barletta, 4th, 5th, and 6th, with DJ Kidder finishing at 7th, Corey Jones 8th, Bradley Berry 9th, Michael Whiting will come home with 10th, Kenny Rayner will end up finishing 11th, and the twins, hot damn, they started beside one another, they're going to finish right beside one another. Robbie Adams and Nicholas Olazia of 12th and 13th. Didn't start right beside one, or didn't finish right beside one another, but hell, close enough. They're right back there in the back
God,
anyway.
You kill me.
You can't write this stuff. You
No,
really
you
can't.
can't.
We'll go ahead and bring him on up. Mark Dentuma hauled anchor and got the win here tonight. Mark, buddy, congratulations on the All-Star win. What a drive for that 57. Well, I mean, literally, you passed them guys like they were sitting still, buddy. Tell us about it.
Yeah, those taking tires later was the call. I built enough of a lead. I guess there was a little skirmish back there and kind of gave me a little breathing room, and taking those tires late meant I had the freshies at the end when it counted. So this thing was hauling anchor again.
Yeah, it's done its fair share of hauling anchor this season. In fact, we're starting to quote that line ourselves now. You've said it enough that we're calling hauling anchor now. But yeah, so that was an interesting thing. So when Vic Brown pitted 5 laps ahead of you, and he was making up almost 2 seconds a lap on you there. Was there a point when you realized, were you thinking, man, I might have screwed up here, or did you fully believe that waiting is well, not as long as you could, because you could have went a few more laps, I think, but as late as you did you still think that was going to work out in the end?
Yeah, as long as we didn't have a caution, I thought waiting a little bit later and having the fresher tires at the end would pay off. But it kind of scared me when I came out of the pits and Vic and Mason had that big lead. But once I realized I was catching them so quick, I kind of relaxed.
Well, that's an understatement of the year, catching them quick. Holy cow, man.
Yeah, this Dodge Power just it mows them down.
Damn sure looked like it here tonight. Mark Dantuma, Marky Mark ends up getting it done here tonight. Mark, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsorship shout-outs? Just one thing.
Again, Navy Joe Coffee for all they do. Holmes and Wisely Attorneys at Law. Premier Power Wash in West Michigan, and Parrot Polish.
There we go.
Mark Dantuma gets the win here tonight. We'll see what he can do when we get to the Magic Mile next Sunday night. Mark, buddy, appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, guys.
That was Mark Dantuma. We'll slide him on down and bring up the second place finisher. But like we talked to this guy a while ago too. Why not? I mean, hey, he might have checked out that DJ Yee deal that you were talking about, Jim. He might have got it lined up right here. Richie Joplin coming home with the P2 here tonight for the All-Star event. Richie, buddy, congratulations on that P2. Did you have anything for Mark, or was you just trying to get second and just be happy with it?
I didn't have nothing for him. He can drive a tight race car better than I can. Yeah, I was just too tight for me. I mean, I was trying everything to catch up to him. He got off the pit lane better than I did. He got through the traffic better than I did. So he got a good lead on me. I tried to run him down, but it just got too tight for me. I'm not good at driving a tight race car, I guess. I'm just slow and old.
I know that feeling. So it looks like in the end, waiting and taking tires later was the better strategy there. When you saw Vic Brown and I forget who else it was, Mason Foster, I think, that pitted earlier. When you saw how much faster they were per lap than you guys, did you think that waiting might have been the wrong decision, or did you believe that that was going to be the right decision no matter what?
I was believing that waiting was the right decision because, you know, you're pretty much almost wide open on this track, so it's going to burn your tires up. The fresher tires, the better you are. So it worked out, and plus no cautions. So, you know, got to do what you got to do, and my strategy was to stay out as long as I can and go get tires.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead,
Worked
Jake.
out for him.
Yep.
Worked out for him. Richie Joplin comes home with the P2 here tonight. Richie, buddy, congratulations on the P2. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsorship shout-outs you want to thank?
Oh, yeah. You know, check out Country Creations on Facebook, LLC. Check him out. He makes pretty cool stuff, man. I mean, y'all need to check that out if you want anything made. Man, it's awesome. Navy Joe Coffee, All Wheel Repair, and Flaming Karma Paint Shops. Check that out. If you need a paint, hit up old Jerry there. He'll make you a paint.
Damn sure will. Richie Joplin coming home with the P2 here tonight. Richie, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time, and we'll see you in New Hampshire next week.
Thank you for broadcasting, man. Enjoy it. Always.
All right, buddy.
Richie Joplin, P2 here tonight. Appreciate him as well. Third place, Vic Brown. This is going to be interesting right here, Jim. So, Vic Brown coming home with the P3 here tonight. Vic, buddy, I'll just be honest with you. You had a lot of ups and downs here tonight, buddy. I'll just be honest with you. I mean, but you're able to bounce back and get a P3. How was your evening and entirely all the way around? How was it?
I think there's not like a 5 flags pretty close to this track, and I felt like I hit about every roller coaster on that place, or Carowinds or something. Anyway, it was up and down. I got caught up in that stuff a few laps before my pit stop, and that really, I only had one option. That was a short pit and make the best of it. So I was happy with third for how it turned out. I wish I could have stayed up there ahead of all that. I kind of screwed up my heat race, which led to this. So, but excited for Mark.
So obviously
really
we got to touch on that heat race. Okay. So I'm gonna, I was preaching the entire first race that somebody should do exactly what you did in the heat race, and clearly I was wrong. Apparently that's my theme of the night. I've been wrong all night. I really thought that when you pitted there that you were going to be able to just drive by everybody with those new tires, but it looks like even with the new tires, it was still a struggle to make anything happen unless you were on the high side.
Yes, for sure. Unless you had momentum coming off the corner, you didn't have really much here. Martin made the best of it. He got back up to second. I had a poor restart, getting stuck behind some trucks, and that was really the difference in that. I don't know if I would have been able to, even if I stuck with Mark, if I would have been able to push for the lead with them kind of delaying the restart there one lap, but I really don't know that it would have made a difference. I think Jeff was doing just enough to keep that truck out in front, and he did a good job too tonight.
Yeah, he did actually, and he really did, and he ended up with a decent finish here. You and him had a heck of a battle there for third, really, with in the last few laps.
Yeah, that was fun, hard racing. I appreciate him, not giving me much room there, and keeping it close too. So I enjoy that stuff.
Well, Vic Brown coming home with the P3 here tonight. Vic, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time again. Sponsors, any shout-outs that you want to thank?
I want to thank my wife, my beautiful wife.
That's right. That's the man right there.
So there's a little different this week. We are, and I need to shout out my in-laws too. Shout out to CJ and Harry for getting us this beach house that we're staying in. We're on vacation this week, and bringing home a third.
You're racing on vacation in a beach house?
I am. It's vacation, right? I'm supposed to relax, do what I like.
You are my new freaking hero, man.
So
I'm not saying nothing on that one.
Okay.
I'm just going ahead. Good job, though.
It can be done. It can be done.
Tell me, I got to know what did you bring with you to be able to race tonight?
Okay. I can fit most everything in a 27-gallon HDX tote. Follow me there, yellow top tote.
Mm-hmm.
All right, except for my screen and my pedals, because they don't really break down. I am running I'm just going to guess this wheel's from 2008. It is a Logitech Driving Force GT with about a half a Newton meter of torque. And I do have a decent setup, like entry-level set of Fanatec pedals, so that helps a lot.
And this is your regular setup? This is what you drive on every week?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
No.
I was going to say, you're that damn fast week in and week out on a 20-year-old wheel with a half a Newton meter of force. Man, I tell you what. So, long story short, and Jake's going to laugh at this because he's going to know this. We used to do another series on Sunday night, and a guy would have pretty much won the championship, or at least had a really, really good shot at winning the championship. But the last week of the season, they had a vacation plan, and we told him to buy a Logitech G29 and take it with him on vacation and strap it to the coffee table or something and race. And he didn't do it. And he was in the session watching, and everything, but he didn't have any equipment. And so he didn't bring any gear with him, and he didn't win the championship. And it's just so funny that you literally did exactly what we told that guy to do. And it was for the All-Star race. You could have skipped this event, and it wouldn't have really done that much damage to your season hopes or anything. But, man, I love your passion. I love it.
Yeah, man, thanks. Running on this old nightstand that came with the beach house has worked out pretty well. I will be happy to get back home to the rig, but this was fun.
Oh, my God. Take it, Jake. I got nothing else.
I ain't got nothing for that neither, Vic. Buddy, congratulations on the P3. Appreciate your time. Have a good time down there. Have a blessed trip. Safe travels home, buddy, and we'll see you in New Hampshire next Sunday night.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh, my goodness. That right there just finished. It made my night right there, man.
I can't say nothing. Hell, I've called races on vacation as well. I've called races on vacation.
Let's be specific. You called a race for me driving on your way to vacation while
I wasn't
hot-
driving.
Well, no, not driving, but while y'all were in the car going on vacation, hot spotting from your phone.
Yeah.
And broadcast a race with me on, and then you called another one from the hotel room. At least one, two. Yeah, two. It was two. While
For a whole
on
week down
vacation.
there.
But
Yeah.
tell them what you were told by your father regarding the upcoming Daytona trip that you're going to do in February.
Well, August.
Oh, August.
August.
Oh, the August trip. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, the August
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Jim's gonna have to find somebody to sub for me that particular weekend, guys. It ain't gonna happen. That
You know
we-
what?
we
may
ain't working
just
when we go to
cancel,
Daytona.
and I
We
may
ain't
just
doing
meet you down in Daytona, and we'll sit around and drink beers and watch some racing.
we might do that. Get to meet the wife, get to meet the little one too. So hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I like the plan out of it. But Jim, buddy, yeah, absolutely. What a night!
Yeah,
What
it
a
was a
night!
good one.
Honestly,
This was
you
fun.
know,
This was fun.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, your take, buddy.
Gerald, okay, so Gerald is in there. I'm going to pull Gerald up, and we'll see if he's got the results for the bonus points. If he's got that tallied up real quick before we sign off. Let's see.
Let's see. Well, I bring him. You got it.
All right. Hey, Gerald, we just wanted to pull you up real quick and see if we had the bonus points tallied up for the two races yet, or
Okay, in the ARCA race, obviously the number 91 car had the most points.
yes.
The number 7 car accumulated the second most points, and
Okay.
the 91 car had 19. Second place was the 7 car, who had 11.
Who is the 7 car? You're killing me.
Yeah, I'm crossed up on that one.
Yeah,
I knew Russ Martin was going to be the first place one, so that's not a surprise. But now from there, you got to help me.
Okay, well, the third car was the number 81, which is Timothy St. Jean. He had
St. Jean, yeah.
That's good.
And there were 3 cars tied with 9. The 82 of oh my God,
Burgess.
my God. Yeah, Mike Burgess. 556.
Well, that's Coward. Yeah, that's Coward.
And the 69, which was the new guy we had this week. So
That's true.
yeah, Corey,
Yeah.
the Dustin, number 7.
Dory.
Dory.
Dory, yeah.
Yeah, Dory. Okay.
Okay.
How the hell we forget him?
I know, right? Well,
And
I'm
the
good with
preliminary-
car numbers because I don't really do car numbers. I identify the cars by their paint schemes mostly and their name.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
But,
see the
okay.
number on the door. And then the obviously Mark for the truck race, and I'm sitting here adding up and looking. The number 30 car, Jeff Oakes, had 17 points.
okay.
Richie Joplin in the number 89 had 16.
Ooh.
And Michael Vick in the number 2 had 15.
Michael Vick.
Yes.
Dude, are you from West Virginia? You are from West Virginia, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah.
It's not Michael Vick. It's Vic Brown.
I'm sorry.
Michael Vick was a guy who played quarterback sometime in the past.
Yeah. Vic Brown.
He played for Virginia Tech. If that helps
No.
anything, he did play for Virginia
It
Tech.
was Virginia Tech, not West Virginia. Okay, so
Yeah.
even more so than that, Gerald
yeah.
really had it screwed up then because it wasn't
No.
even
Brown,
from West
I'm
Virginia.
sorry. I was reading the story. Earlier today on ESPN, there was the 30 for 30 thing.
Oh, about Michael Vick.
Yes. And but number 2, Vic Brown. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, we'll leave the Mike Vick thing alone. But
Yeah.
well, I mean, there's people going to say
Well,
that
I mean,
he
yeah,
deserved everything he got because of the dog thing.
Where did he play football? Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech, yeah.
He did.
Yeah. I mean,
I think, if I'm
He's
not
the
mistaken,
rock
I
with
saw
those
Mike Vick play the Tennessee Volunteers in the Sugar Bowl.
Well, I'm a Tennessee Volunteers. I lived there for somewhere in the
I'm pretty
neighborhood.
sure that I went to the Sugar Bowl game between Tennessee and I think it was Virginia Tech. But Tennessee won.
Think about this. I had moved to the Chattanooga, Tennessee area in the late 1990s, early 2000s.
God, you're old.
Full time. Anyway, I had made a bunch of friends, and a friend of a friend owned a bar in Chattanooga, and he was a huge Georgia Bulldogs fan, and his cousin, same age,
Girlfriend
was
or wife?
huge Alabama fan.
Oh, well, that explains it.
So anyway, in that Sugar Bowl,
Damn.
you remember where West Virginia just wore out Georgia back in the early 2000s?
I don't remember that, actually.
Yeah, they were supposed to kill us, and we just scored like 30 points on them in the first half. Nonetheless, I was the only guy in that bar wearing a West Virginia T-shirt while they were just kicking Georgia's ass all over the place.
Was old boy the kicker that was with the Indianapolis, the punter? Yeah,
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, he was there then, huh?
Yeah, the one that cost us the national championship.
Oh, did he? Well,
Yeah,
that's probably a sore subject then.
We were going to Pitt against Pitt. Lost the national championship for us. Not against Pitt. We were going to the national championship, went into the last game of the season against Pitt, and that silly son of a gun missed 3 field goals. So, yeah.
To be fair, he was a better punter than he was field goal kicker, but still.
Yeah, well.
So
anyway, it was an exciting
night.
Jake. It was an exciting night, and we took off on a tangent.
All right. Yes, we did. So no, it was a great night. Congratulations on the first Flaming Karma Racing League All-Star event. It was a lot of fun. And next time we'll get the heat race thing sorted out, and obviously the car count will continue to grow, and we're going to have a bigger and better event next season for sure. But,
definitely.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun, man. So thank you for having us, of course. And I guess we're going to get on out of here now.
All right. Well, I thank you for all that you do. And yes, the plans are set in concrete that there will be a second season. It will be broadcast, and have more exciting news coming. And
I can't wait.
Thank you to Navy Joe and Alloy Wheel Repair Specialist of the Upstate and Country Creations LLC. Everybody's been, as we've taken our first steps this first season. Like I was talking to the guy, we wanted the first half of the season, we wanted to build a solid group of people.
Yep. And also work out all the kinks,
exactly.
And that's what we're doing. And it's going according to plan. And I can't wait to see it just continue to build towards the end of the season and get ready for season 2.
Oh yeah. I think this, I need to get my stuff together in that ARCA car. I keep wanting to win a race.
Well, to be fair, you brought us the highlight of the night, I have to say.
Well.
On that note, we'll say goodnight, Gerald.
10-4. I'm going to go get a CAT scan, make sure everything's all right.
Yeah, that or I just have a couple of beers. It'll be all right. It'll loosen up in the morning.
10-4, man. You guys have a great night. Thank you for all you do.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Oh, boy. Gerald Poole, always a pleasure to have him up here. Jim, buddy, your final thought? Any more final thoughts on a good one here tonight at Atlanta? Always a pleasure.
Again, a great night. It was a lot of fun. It's been a great first 8 weeks of the season. I can't wait for it to continue to grow, and we start, doing a little more recruiting, getting some more cars. But car count hadn't really been an issue at this point. We've had good racing every single week. Got good close point championships. Point system is designed for that. It's all going good. I'm super excited, man. I love this Sunday series. Love the whole concept of it. The doubleheader, all of it.
Yeah, I mean, man, I'm telling you, I mean, it's one of the highlights of my week, at least for broadcasting purposes. But it's one of my highlights of the week. Always to come in here for the Flaming Karma guys. Did the Sunday night series, and what a race here tonight. What a track. What a freaking track. I mean, good Lord. I mean, seriously, it's one of my favorites. It really is.
One
Hometown
thing
boy,
I want to add
Georgia.
real quick before we leave. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You need to get yourself a website and capitalize on this momentum.
No. We're gonna. Anyway,
You probably don't need to tell your wife about that either, but that's another story. All right, you can sign off now.
Still know about it sooner or later. Anyway, folks, what a race here tonight. All-Star, loved it. Loved how everything is out of it, and we are not done yet. But folks, that will do it for tonight. But we ain't done for the rest of the season. That's going to do it here for tonight here on Motorbath Broadcasting. Got to thank all the great sponsors, obviously Navy Joe Coffee Company over for what they do. Go check them out, NavyJoe.coffee. Enter the code of Flaming Karma. Get that 10% discount on your order. So go check them out, Navy Joe Coffee for NavyJoe.coffee. Alloy wheel repair specialist of the upstate, Greenville, South Carolina, and obviously Country Creation LLC for what they do. Digital race engineer, roasted record for what they do here for Motorbath Broadcasting. Can't forget about Flaming Karma Paints, Gerald Poole, and everything they do over here with Flaming Karma. So thank all the sponsors for what they do. Shout out to the drivers. Hell of a show as always. Fans, y'all come out in big numbers talking about the erotic and everything. I'll take that one on the chin. But anyway, thank you for the fans. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Keep up with everything going on here with Motorbath Broadcasting. And obviously Gerald Poole, thank him very much for allowing us to come in here, be ourselves, entertain you, the fans. For the producer, the boss of Motorbath Broadcasting, co-commentating and producing, Mr. Big Jim Cunningham. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said as always, say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Oh, baby, Atlanta in the rearview mirror. Sad to say it. Magic Mile is where it's going to be at next Sunday night. You do not want to miss it. Same time, same channel, Motorbath Broadcasting, where legends are created one corner at a time. God bless y'all. Atlanta's in the books. We'll see you in the Magic Mile in New Hampshire next Sunday night.